Sean Doolittle in a non-save situation.
1-0 and 8 out of 9 in save opportunities with a 3.81 ERA for the former A left-hander, who's very reliant on his fastball. Doesn't walk many, just 6 freebies issued in 28 1/3.
Albert Almora Jr. will start it. Pinch hitting for Koji. Caught by Murphy. 1 away.
Five of the 8 saves that Doolittle has recorded this year have come with the Nationals. He's 5 for 5 in save opportunities since joining Washington.
Checking in on Twitter today. Jimmy McMillan and family watching from Columbus, Indiana. The pitch to Jay, swing and a miss. Jeff chimed in earlier. JD, you could be mayor of Jamestown. Talking about Murfreesboro in Casper, Wyoming. We got a bunch of tweets from Casper saying, please join us at some point. I'd love to go to Casper, Wyoming. Doolittle will pick it up and gets him. Last chance. Here's Chris Bryant. Outside for a ball. Before we forget, want to send out a big happy 8th birthday to Wrigley Endelman.
Wrigley, you say?
Yes.
Happy birthday, Wrigley.
Well, Milwaukee lost, so the Cubs will head to San Francisco in first. No doubt will be disappointed in not being able to hold this late lead.
The old bit, the SNL bit with Gilda Radner, Rosanna Dana. It's not one thing, it's another. And first half of the year, the rotation was kind of trying to find its way, and the starting pitching has been really good now for an extended period of time. Now the bullpen's starting to break down a little bit.
Broken bat roller to short. Defoe scoops. Got him at first, and the Nationals take 2 out of 3. So the Cubs finish this tough homestand 2-4, and back to the road 6 out west.
Yeah, I had a couple of games on this homestand that got away from them that they probably should have won, certainly could have won, but did not. So you cannot lament that. You just move forward, go out and try to take care of business against the Giants before heading into Phoenix to play the Diamondbacks. And as I mentioned earlier, Diamondbacks really good in their home ballpark. Giants, not so much.
Toast of the game is presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. Matt Wieters with the game-winning grand slam. He's the toast of the game. Benny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. So the Nationals win the season series 4-3. We'll see if we'll see them again in October. So for JD, for Kelly, our entire CSN crew here at Wrigley, Len Casper with your final. Nationals 9, Cubs 4. We're back with you on CSN Tuesday night from San Francisco. Pregame coverage starts at 8:30. Stay tuned. We have more to come. Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live is next.
Well, that got out of hand in a hurry. He's David DeJesus. I'm David Kaplan. Cubs had the lead, turned it over to the pen, and the pen not good today.
Carl Edwards, he's been so shaky these last few outings. His command of his fastball isn't there, and then on the 2 pitches, he hits the batter with his curveball. That's his 3rd pitch in line of his pitches, and then hangs a curveball, and Wieters hits it out. Big play of the game.
I don't understand the first pitch that he throws is not his best pitch. You think, I want to try and locate a fastball.
Yeah, you got to get beat with your number 1. He got beat with his number 3 pitch, and that's just a bad choice.
Yeah,
right there.
bad decision. All right, we'll talk about it. Tough loss for the Cubs. Game they should have won. Bullpen let them down today. We'll be all over it. Post-game show coming up next, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois.
$1 window siding and door installation, 102 Pine Street.
Let's go, guys.
It's Feldco to the rescue with $1 installation on all windows, siding, and doors with no money down and no interest until 2019. It's Feldco's biggest sale of the year.
That's $1.
$1 installation on all windows, siding, and doors.
Hurry, $1 installation ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Hey, Bryce Harper, quick selfie.
Wait, how'd you get out here? Oh, don't worry, I've got T-Mobile. It's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB. You sure about that? Yeah. Hey, can I have the Pine Tar? Check it out. Unlimited data meet unlimited grip. Hey, the guys need me in the bullpen. Sorry. That's the dugout. I know. Yeah, totally.
We can't really give every fan access to the field, but we can give you America's best unlimited network, T-Mobile.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, thousands of barrels lay silent. But that doesn't mean they lay idle. In fact, inside each and every Jim Beam barrel, the bourbon is aging, building a fuller, smoother flavor that only comes from being aged 4 long years. At Jim Beam, our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
The Ford Summer Sales Event is in full swing.
It's kind of a secret beach. Discovered a couple summers back.
Awesome. You have arrived at your destination.
So has everyone else.
I guess the secret is out.
Take on summer right with Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now with summer's hottest offer. Get 0% for 72 months plus an additional $1,000 on top of your trade-in. During the Ford Summer Sales Event, get 0% for 72 months plus an additional $1,000 on top of your trade-in. Offer ends soon.
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Toyota. The national clearance event is going on now. Toyota, let's go places. And by State Farm. Here to help life go right. Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois.
To Montgomery, fly ball pretty well hit. Jay is back, still drifting. It is gone. That is a grand slam for Matt Wieters.
Well, that ball was crushed to dead center. It turns a 4-1 Cubs lead into an eventual 9-4 Nationals win. They're 65-44. Cubs 58-52. 9-10-0 is a whole lot better than 4-10-2. Kinsler 3-2 over Edwards Jr. Now 3-3. Hello, welcome in to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. He's David DeJesus. I'm David Kaplan. Offense was Wilson Contreras yet again. This guy is just on fire.
He's a monster right now. Anything you throw over the plate, he's not missing. You get points as a hitter, you just foul some good pitches off. When there's a pitch over the middle, he's not fouling it off. He's driving it out of the park, and he's one of the hottest hitters in the game right now.
Yeah, he looks really, really good. Javi Baez had a big hit today. Cubs look like they were on their way to a victory. Let's go through the highlights. Second inning, 2 out, Happ and Hayward both single, and Javi delivers. Here comes Happ. He rolls around third, and the Cubs have the lead, 1-0. And good to see 3 straight hits to center field.
Yeah, and straight up the middle. Didn't try and do too much with it. Didn't take one of those big Javi swings. Just stayed nice and easy up the middle. That's going to give him success.
All right, top of the third, Brian Goodwin with a sinking liner to left. Kyle Schwarber comes on but cannot make the grab. Originally ruled a single, later changed to a sac fly error. Ties the game at 1. How tough a play is that to make? Or is that a play, hey, man, he's got to catch that?
He's got to catch that. That's an outfielder is going to bend down, make that play. It was a tough, it's a sinking liner, but he's got to get underneath the ball. He tried to just stab it, and I think he was worried about throwing him out at the plate rather than catching the ball first.
Yeah, catch it first. That ties the game. Bottom of the fourth, Wilson Contreras. Toss that bat away, young man. That ball's up, and that ball's way out.
I mean, the hanging splitty right there. Didn't get enough depth on it. And with Wilson, he's staying over the ball. Watch us keep his head on the ball and stayed through it. This guy is hot right now.
He is rolling. You see Wrigley rises 1, then Wilson again in the 6th, and Wilson up, and Wilson out, and way out. That ball is destroyed. You'd have to be an idiot not to pick Wilson for key performer, and yet 3 of us in here, you, me, and my son, and none of us.
It's too easy. It's too easy right now to do.
Too easy, so we decided to outthink ourselves, and we got no productivity from our guys. Unbelievable.
You try to sneak 94 right there by him. Nope. When the guy's going hot, he's squaring it up, man.
All right, time for our Liberty Mutual Insurance player profile. Take a look at these numbers. These are 6 since July 1st in 28 games. Wilson Contreras hitting .349, scored 19, 5 doubles, a dozen home runs, 32 RBI, 12 walks.
There's not much better in the game right now. Those numbers speak for itself, and this guy is the hottest hitter on the planet, and you just got to keep rolling him, keeping him in there, throw him in left field once in a while to give his legs a day, but he has to be in the lineup.
He has to be in the lineup. All right, and then right after Contreras' second homer of the game, Kyle Schwarber makes up for the gap in the field by hitting his 18th home run of the season. The back-to-back shots make it 4-1 Chicago. There it is, up and out. Good to see.
Like we talked about earlier, look at his head right here. He keeps his head down on it. He's leaning a little over it, but it was because it was away. He was out over it, but he kept his head down and was able to stay through a couple extra clicks, and that gave the extra carry on the ball.
Then things go horribly wrong in the 8th. Mike Montgomery is in. Bryce Harper, a little roller, and Bryce Harper's going to beat that out infield single. In comes Carl Edwards Jr. That ball is smoked. I mean, that's a bomb.
Yeah, that's a double right there. That hit the base of the wall, second, third, and that pitch right there.
Yeah, I mean, he hits Anthony Rendon with a slow breaking ball. Now the game is tied, and trouble coming up with our Gerber Collision and Glass play of the game. And take a look. It's Matt Wieters.
0-0 count.
That ball's up, and that ball's out.
Because Wieters wants balls away from him. He's a 6'5" catcher. He wants to extend his arms. That was a hanging curveball out and away. He got his arms extended and was able to just ride it through it, because a hanging curveball, all you got to do is nick it. Nick it, it's going to carry. And he carried to center field, and that was the game right there.
Yep, one swing. That ball was a towering ball. I mean, he hit it up, and it's still carried out, and it's gone. That's the grand slam, and that's the difference maker. What do you do with Carl Edwards Jr.? Because, I'm looking on social media, and fans are like, why is he in the game? Well, if you look at his numbers, hitters prior to today hitting like 122 against him. He has struggled with command. Today he got tattooed.
Yeah, now you have to start moving him to lesser roles. You got to get Rondon in there. Let's see what he got. He seemed like the second half he was starting to heat up a little bit, 98 mile an hour on his fastball. So it's time to give him a shot. He was a closer before. He's pitched some big innings, so it's time to give him that
Until
seventh
Carl
inning role.
figures things back out.
Let him get the confidence back.
All right, time for our Elk Grove Village pitching recap. All right, let's take a look at the numbers for John Lester. He went 6 2/3 of 6 hit, 3 earned run, 7 strikeout, 1 walk baseball through 112 pitches. Big workload for him today. Eric Fetty, 5 1/3 of 8 hit, 4 earned, 7 strikeout, 4 walk, 99 pitch effort today. Let's talk John Lester. I thought he was really good.
Yeah, he was good. His fastball command was there early on in the game. He was breaking out that slow curveball. It had guys out on their front foot and swinging through pitches, so he was pretty good. But it was just until that 7th inning, I think it was, where he started leaving the ball up, and guys started driving some pitches off of him, and he gave up 3 runs, but overall it was a solid outing by John.
Yeah, you talked about the slow curveball. That slow curveball was really, really tough to handle today.
Yeah, these guys were expecting that cutter in. They were ready for it, so they were swinging right before the curveball got there, and he was using it at the perfect time, making some big pitches. Yeah, right here. Murphy doesn't swing like that usually. So he had all these guys out in front because they knew that cutter can come in and get him. So he used that pitch really well today.
And here's Bryce Harper, and flies out. It's a harmless fly out, but he's just not getting good wood on it.
Yeah, guys
Zimmerman there pops up. So it was a good day for John. Just his bullpen let him down.
Yeah. He got a little tired late and left some pitches up, and the National hitters capitalized in that 7th inning there.
Yes, they did. That big old crooked number ends up doing in the Chicago Cubs today. All right, let's hear from Cubs manager Jolton Joe Madden.
Errors of commission, errors of omission.
Yeah, we didn't play a clean game overall. We made some mistakes, so we're just better than I've talked about deep heat in the beginning of the year. We absolutely have to pick up our defense, whether it's just turning double plays, throwing to the right bases, the cutoffs, all that kind of stuff. We are better than that. We talk about it, we work on it, but it just has not been as tidy as it normally is. And the other part is the bullpen, of course. But I mean, listen, I have all the faith in what we have. Good names there. We just got to get them back to being strike throwers and getting ahead in counts. And once we do that, we'll be able to pitch like we can. Johnny Lester got through it. He was going really well until he gave up those 2 points. But overall, we'll take that kind of a performance to get a win. Montgomery was good. CJ right there. I liked him on those 2 guys. We just got to get him back to being normal because he's a really big part of our success.
Joe, you played them several times this year. You may see them again, you may not. Things change.
Sure.
What have you learned from the several games against this team?
Well, offensively, they really work good at bats. They're very difficult at bats. You just can't let up. And like I said, you got to get ahead and count and dominate the at bat. If you just permit them to see a lot of pitches, they will because they use the whole field. They have power with the whole field usage. That's what I'm primarily seeing. Harper's in a good year, Zimmerman, Murphy, they're all in a good year, Rondon, they're all in a good year right now. Lind, they're up and down, they're pretty thick, so they work good at bats. If you're going to beat him, you have to work good counts. And then Johnny was good today. Johnny was really good. I thought we did that really well. And again, you lament the fact that we lost, but we were leading in the 8th again, and we had another bad 8th inning, which we got to get away from that. Even though we did not play well prior to that, we still did have the lead. We had the right guys on the mound, and it just did not play out. Some guys were unavailable today, pitching-wise, but I was still good with that. Like I said, I like our names a lot. He was going to close. He was going to close.
With all due respect, because these guys they give you everything they got.
Yep.
But when you give up some defense for offense, sometimes it's going to catch you.
Yeah, I mean, everybody kind of goes through that. The first play to Kyle, I mean, that's a play he makes 1 out of 100 times. That's just, he might have just tried to get quick with it because I don't know if the runner could have scored had he caught that ball. I don't know that. He was that close. He has a good arm. I don't even know if the third base coach would have sent him. I'm not sure. So that was unfortunate right there. And the other play off the wall, just to throw to the right spot. That's all that is. It's not, it's not real complicated. We just have to throw the ball to the right base.
What are you seeing from CJ exactly?
You know, kind of like maybe just not letting the ball go, kind of guiding it a little bit. You see a lot of, over his last 10 appearances before today, I think he only gave up 2 hits. So it's been primarily the walk that has hurt him more than anything. He normally doesn't get hit. You look at his hits per innings pitched, it's ridiculously good. His overall, the walks, which is what have hurt him. If you look at the walks per innings pitched, that's not a good number. So we just got to get him back in the zone because nobody hits him like they did today, of course. I mean, take that away. But for the most part, it's been more about command and walking people as opposed to just getting hit.
How do you prevent the mentals from slipping when a guy's in a slump like that?
Well, today was a perfect example. I was trying to shorten it up a little bit for him. I was hoping had we gotten Harper out too, just to bring him in for Zimmerman and maybe just get one out right there and then walk off the field feeling really good about himself. I've done that with Strope in the past. I've done that with Rondon in the past. So I was hoping that it would set up that way. And, you know, Harper hits the chopper and Montgomery just fell to the wrong side. He just fell. And that there's no way that Happy can make that play. So I was looking to get him one out, and then there's the chance for a ground ball to shortstop with Zimmerman, and all of a sudden you get 2 outs with 1 pitch and you walk off the field feeling good. Thus the confidence, I think, takes a positive shot in the arm. So normally what I try to do when a bullpen guy is struggling is to get him in a shorter spot, get him in, get him out, and it just did not play out today.
The delay before the second was with Chris. Was that him getting treatment?
Tape on his ankle. He kind of, when he hit the bag, his ankle kind of turned a little bit.
Does today kind of illustrate what you said before the game about the ability to play against these teams like the Nationals and the Dodgers, but then you've got to play?
Yeah, we could play with anybody. We just got to finish it off. You have to play a complete game to beat them. You can't show any signs of weakness. Your whole group has to contribute. And we contributed well up to the very end. Listen, we're still like, I don't know, maybe the second, possibly the third-ranked bullpen in the National League. We're still really good. And our guys nailed it in the first half. For whatever reason, the second half, the starters have come on, and the bullpen guys have taken a little bit of a hit. But I like the names. They're not too tired. I think they're in good shape. We have really good matchups. We added Justin Wilson to the mix. I like it. It was one of those unfortunate moments today, but I want to keep their confidence going. Like I said, with a guy like CJ, get him in, get him out with some success, and then eventually they get back to who they are.
All right, there you go. Interesting stuff. You know, people out there are at home going, what's going on with the bullpen? They're still, as Joe said, I looked up the rankings again today. They're ranked 5th in all of baseball. So, yes, a bad bullpen day today. Yes, they've had a couple hiccups, but there's still some really quality arms down there.
You got to look at the overall season so far. These guys have put in good work. You're going to have stretches during the season where they're going to be up and down, just like a hitter. But it's just, all right, let's come together. Let's get our mental back to being throwing strikes. It's all about throwing strikes, getting strike one. If the bullpen's doing that, they're a tough bunch to hit.
Yeah, so everybody just RELAX, relax. Like, I get all these messages on social media. I had one guy email me. He said, call my parents up, my dad. He's not a positive Cub fan. Adrian and Marilyn Kinnan in Fort Atkinson, Iowa. Hey, Adrian, stay positive, man. They're the defending world champs. Relax. Time for a quick break. We'll be right back. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Cubs post-game live.
Cubs Post-Game Live is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
So, thought you could use something special, for retirement. One last trip through the toy store.
Funny, after all we've been through, this may be my first case of the nerves.
Oh, relax, Agent. I've kept you healthy this long.
Yes, you have, but come tomorrow, your protection may not be there.
I don't see you slowing down anytime soon. Here, take this.
So, you saved the best for last.
Empathy.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Traffic was crazy.
What route did you take?
I took the freeway.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Traffic is tough.
Hey, sorry, guys, I just heard. Are you okay? Bryce. We're here for you.
Get internet starting at $29.99 a month. And call now to find out how you can add TV for as little as $10 more a month. Wow, that's better.
You don't have to sacrifice taste to stay in the game. Miller Lite, always brewed to have more taste and be less filling. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Get up and get down at Cricket Wireless with the Cricket Unlimited 2 plan. 2 lines of unlimited data for $80 a month. Plus, get 2 smartphones free when you switch. All on a network that covers over 99% of Americans. Cricket Wireless, something to smile at.
Moving a 295-pound refrigerator is not easy. Moving your wife's 17th century colonial stemware collection is rarely easy. Moving Mr. Smooches is never easy. Fortunately, moving your favorite entertainment with DirecTV is always easy. Just one call before you move is all it takes. Done. The DirecTV Movers deal. Easy now comes with bundles and equipment upgrades too. Call and ask about all the benefits today.
When others won't, we will. We're Cadillac of Naperville.
Get behind the wheel of a 2017 Cadillac Escalade, just $795 per month. Or take the family out in style with this 2017 XT5, just $339 per month. Choose Cadillac of Naperville for your next car, because
when others won't, we will. We're Cadillac of Naperville.
Subscribe to the Cubs Talk podcast on iTunes or the Google Play Store today.
Time now for our Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Who's hot and who's not? Well, who's hot against Matt Moore, the next pitcher the Cubs will face? Anthony Rizzo, 800 with 2 bombs, 2 RBIs, a walk, and a 2.833 OPS. That's just ridiculous. Who's not? Chris Bryant, 0 for 5, 2 strikeouts, and he hit into a double play. All right, Chris Archer and the Rays hosting the Brewers in Tampa Bay. This one tied at 1, going into the bottom of the 9th. Steven Souza Jr., get it done, baby!
And a shot deep into left, and the Rays have a walk-off. Steven Souza Jr.
Thank you, Steven Souza Jr. Milwaukee falls 2-1. The only 2 runs they scored in the entire 3-game series was for Tampa. They get it done. The Brewers stay in second, half game behind the Cubs in the NL Central. Let's check out the latest standings. Cubs are 6 over. Brewers are a half back. Cardinals 55 and 56, 3.5 back. Pirates 4.5 back, and the Reds 13.5 up the track. Welcome back to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Time for the Jim Beam winning box score, and this one, unfortunately, belongs to the Washington Nationals. They have a really good team, and today they got the job done. See at the top, Goodwin had a solo home run, a long one later. Kendrick an 0 for 5. Harper they held in check pretty much, a 1 for 5. Zimmerman a 1 for 4, but Daniel Murphy this guy just torments the Cubs. Another double, scored 2 runs, a 2 for 3. Rendon had a 1 for 3. Wieters the big damage, a grand slam. 5 RBIs knocked in. Defoe 2 for 4, had that triple that ended up tying the ball game. And then the pitcher, Eric Fetty, did nothing.
You got 7 RBIs from the 6th and 7th hole hitters, and that shows you how long this lineup is. And you expected from the 3, 4, 5 that production, but if you're getting stuff from down there, this is a tough lineup to face.
Yeah, they're really good. UPS Store, taking care of business, player of the game. We're going Wilson Contreras. He had a big day. Toss that bat, young man. That ball's headed to the street. Way up and way out of here. Home run, Wilson Contreras. That was number 20. Why don't we have number 21 for good measure? There you go, Wilson Contreras way up and way out on a 93-mile-an-hour fastball, and that added to the Cubs' lead at the time, but unfortunately they could not contain the Nationals.
He's having fun hitting right now, smiling around the bases. He's enjoying his time at bat, but just not getting enough from everyone else.
How about a good day for Jason Hayward? 3 for 4, 2 doubles, and he now has 1,000 career hits.
That's pretty cool, man. It's a special. There's not that many guys that have been fortunate enough to get their 1,000th hit, and he's done a testament to him. He's put the time in, work, and he has a good plan at the plate.
All right, time for our James & Sons Fine Jewelers Fielding Gem. Top of the 7th, Matt Wieters with the drive to deep center, and John Jay goes back and makes a grab Anthony Rendon would tag up and score to make it 4-3, but what a grab by John Jay.
I mean,
You've made this play. How tough is it?
It's because that ball is bearing in on you. You want to make the play for your pitcher, and he was able to just get his arms and soften the blow as much as he could. But you're as a center fielder, you just want to make the play for your guy. And Jay gives it all each and every game, and that's a heck of a play right there.
Yeah, big time play. Let's hear it from Cubs pitcher John Lester.
I mean, yeah, anytime you play somebody, you take information from it. I mean, we've got plenty of information. That's not the problem. The problem is going out and executing. You know, they did a better job this series of executing than we did. So, you know, we were riding those games and got away from us a little bit there in the 8th. But you know, we're riding these games. It's not like we're getting blown out by these guys. It's a good lineup. We battled today. We had some good at bats. I know we didn't face their big guys, but we've beat good pitching before, so I don't think we're really too worried. It's just a matter of executing a little bit better.
John, much has been made about how you guys stack up against the best teams like the Nationals and the Dodgers. What do you think? How are you guys?
I mean, I don't really care how we stack up. We got to worry about us. You know, really all it comes down to is getting in. Once you get in, it doesn't matter how good you are. It's about who gets hot and who plays the best. So, you know, you've seen wild card teams. You've seen teams that, I mean, the Giants did it a couple times. They, you know, 80. I think the one year in 12 or whatever they won, they had 82 wins. So, it really doesn't matter what the season looks like. Once you get to the playoffs, everything starts back at 0, and now it's a matter of trying to win that series. So, as far as matching up or stacking up against teams, I mean, I could care less. We gotta worry about us.
All right, we'll take a fast time out. We'll be right back. Cubs post-game live, presented by our great partners, the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois.
You owned your car for 4 years. You named it Brad. You loved Brad. And then you totaled him. You two had been through everything together. 2 boyfriends, 3 jobs. You're like, nothing can replace Brad. Then Liberty Mutual calls. And you break into your happy dance.
If you sign up for Better Car Replacement, we'll pay for a car that's a model year newer with 15,000 fewer miles than your old one. Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, every barrel's aged 4 long years for a fuller, smoother flavor. Our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
Comcast Business offers fast and reliable internet speeds. Call 1-800-501-6000 now and choose a fast internet plan. Then add phone and TV for just $34.90 more per month. All the fast internet speeds include business Wi-Fi, access to millions of hotspots, 24/7 support, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Don't miss out. Switch to Comcast Business Internet. Then add phone and TV for $34.90 more per month. Act now. 1-800-501-6000.
Wise man, I'm nervous about things I can't control affecting my good credit score.
I see you've planted an uncertainty tree. Chop that thing down. The clarity you seek lies within the CreditWise app from Capital One. CreditWise helps you protect your credit. And it's completely free for everyone. It's free for everyone? Do hawks use the stars to navigate?
I don't know.
Ah, I thought you did. I don't know either. Either way, it's free for everyone.
Cool.
What's in your wallet?
La Quinta presents How to Win at Business. Step 1, point decisively with the arm of your glasses. Abracadabra, the stage is yours. Step 2, choose La Quinta, the only hotel where you can redeem loyalty points for a free night instantly and win at business.
I don't own the apartment building, but the right out front is mine. And everything inside, like my office, and my library, my studio. I worked hard to get all of it. And I just
want to be sure it's all protected with auto and renter's insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. That's why I'm here.
Here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Cubs fans, show your team pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card. I've got one, only available at your local Wintrust community bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC. All right, let's look back at David's Keys for the pregame show, sponsored by our friend John Ory and Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Get on the board early.
They got a home. They got on the board early. Fedde went 5 1/3, gave up 4 earned runs, but Fedde looked pretty good. He had his splitter working. He was working around the zone. The Cubs got to him, but they wanted to add more runs rather than just having 4.
All right, and then slow down their dynamic duo.
They kept him pretty much in charge. They held him down.
They didn't break the game open.
It was Wieters and Rendon were the duo today.
No question. Wieters' 5 RBIs was a big problem. Cubs now start their Easy Rider road trip. 3 games out in San Francisco. And tomorrow night, Jake Arrieta battles Matt Moore. Moore is 3-11 with an ERA of 5.80. As for Jake, he's been great as of late. His ERA down to 3.88. His last start, he allowed just 2 runs. One of them earned in 7 innings, but got the loss to the Diamondbacks. But it looks good to see Jake pitching so much better.
Yeah, that's a good Diamondbacks lineup, and he was in control of that lineup. He was moving the ball around, getting strike 1, and he really had those hitters off-balanced all game long. And right now, Jake is confident on the mound. He is every pitch he feels that he can throw a strike with, and so as a hitter, you don't know what to sit on. So that's a tough thing about Jake right now.
I'll see you Tuesday.
All right.
All right. Thank you for watching Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. For our great crew, for David, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on Tuesday.
To be in the Express, you gotta be able to ride. And I mean really ride.
Jack, wait.
Ma, I ain't no boy no more.
You don't know what's out there. It's dangerous.
This is something I have to do, Ma.
But the job only calls to a man who has what it takes.
You take this, and you go west as fast as you can.
Think we'll see him again, Mom?
I reckon.
How can you be so sure?
Because west is that way.
At Menards, home improvement means saving big, because right now you'll get an 11% rebate on everything, even sale prices. Repair holes with Seal Best Pothole Patch and fill cracks with Elastomeric Pourable Crack Filler. Your choice, $5.30 each after rebate. Get a long-lasting roof with steel roofing. Menards Premium Pro Rib Steel in 25 colors, $75.64 per 100 square feet after rebate. Stop waiting and start saving with an 11% rebate on everything, even sale prices, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Unlimited is only as good as the network it's on. And only one network can be the best. Verizon, just named #1 in the nation by Root Metrics, the largest independent study in call, data, speed, and reliability, and awarded #1 overall network for the 8th time in a row. Because only Verizon has the best network and the best unlimited.
Buy now and watch it first on DirecTV Cinema.
Who is it? A very polite murderer who knocks. You look awful. Thank you.
Snatched is one of the funniest movies of the year.
What is this?
A rape whistle.
This is a dog whistle.
Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn are a dream team not to be missed.
Is he hot? I can't tell. He's like right on the cusp.
Hello.
Yeah.
Be the first to buy it now and watch it as many times as you want with DirecTV Cinema.
We now join the following program already in progress.
The best stadiums in the world, scheduled to open in summer 2017, the new Mercedes-Benz Stadium has already set its sights beyond the NFL.
Look, we've got the big three in the United States. We've got the Super Bowl, we've got the college football championship, and we've got the Final Four. We'd love to be, you know, if the World Cup comes here, FIFA World Cup, we think we've got the best soccer infrastructure. So we think we're going to be bringing some big international friendlies.
With an estimated $1.5 billion price tag, the venue in the heart of downtown will feature an extensive outdoor fan plaza, the single largest LED video display of its kind, and a retractable roof inspired by the Pantheon in Rome. Both Blank and Bill Darden, who's overseeing all design and construction, took us on a personal tour.
What do you think about the roof has been most difficult?
We ended up selecting the firm and the design that is the most complicated roof design in the history of the world. And I'm not exaggerating saying that.
That's an understatement.
That may be an understatement.
And why did you decide on that roof design?
You want it to be a place that's so unique and special, represents the very best.
You can look down into the, down into the area that's going to be so much fun. The entryway, see the plaza, you can see the city. This is just an incredible place.
So explain what's been involved with creating the sustainability features.
The issue of sustainability came up early, and the message is that you're in a magnificent building and one that cares about the planet. It's the most efficient water design, water credit usage building of this nature in the United States. Everything was thought through from that standard as well, so we didn't want to compromise it.
Bill, the Halo video screen, what's been involved with getting that to the point it's at now and then ultimately finishing it?
I almost feel like it's a miracle, to be honest with you. A week ago,
you start to cry.
A week ago, we weren't here. A week ago, we were sitting there going, is that going to really work? All that steel had to drop 18 inches in unison and then stop, and it did.
What was the thinking behind the concession pricing?
That was a very easy decision for me. For a lot of other people, it was very complicated. When you're in here, we want you to be able to not pay a penny more than you would for nachos, pretzels, drink a cold beer, Coke, hamburger, hot dog, pizza, whatever it may be. You search for ways, how am I going to say thank you to the fans today and tomorrow and every day, so they really feel appreciated, so they feel like this is their home.
What was your reaction when you're sitting in bed and you see that?
I threw up emotionally.
In Depth with Graham Bensinger is brought to you by Dr. Pepper, the one you crave.
Look at that. I am craving a Dr. Pepper.
He rides a wave of Dr. Pepper when you're craving Dr. Pepper. Crave Rider. He's really good at delivering Dr. Pepper, and nothing ever stops him.
Sorry, guys, I don't do wolves.
Really?
Yeah, but I left us some Dr. Pepper.
He's going to back up now because he's scared of getting rabies. The one you crave.
We the people are tired of being surprised with extra monthly fees. We want HD and every box and DVR all included because we don't like surprises.
Yes, like changing up the celebrity at the end to someone more handsome and talented.
Really?
And British.
Switch from cable to DirecTV. Get an all-included package for $25 a month. And for a limited time, get a $100 reward card. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
You can't experience the Canadian Rockies through a screen. You have to be here with us. Travel through this natural wonder and get a glimpse of amazing. With a glass of wine in one hand and a camera in the other. Aboard Rocky Mountaineer. Canada's Rocky Mountains await. Call your travel agent or Rocky Mountaineer for special offers now.
Get the Bob Roman in the now to pay the rent. Get the Bob Roman, Mr. Bill. Ooh. I scared him. How was that?
I like that.
Bob Rohrman.
Okay, got it. Rumor confirmed. They're playing.
What?
We gotta go.
Where?
San Francisco.
When?
Friday.
We gotta go.
Any airline, any hotel, anytime. Go where you want, when you want, with no blackout dates. The Travel Rewards credit card from Bank of America. It's travel better connected.
In Depth with Graham Bensinger is brought to you by Bank of America.
This is a timeline of when we started the company. You've got six of our stated values right here. The beauty of the values is that they're transportable to all of our businesses. So you say, well, why is that important? Because it means that we're all speaking the same language.
Arthur Blank had plenty of experience in the home improvement business before starting the Home Depot. In 1978, he was a chief executive at Handy Dan Home Improvement Centers, but the parent company suddenly fired him and colleague Bernie Marcus. That decision would lead the two to partner up and create the big box superstore. Take me to that day and what happens.
It was something where the SEC had gotten involved, and they came back, did a complete investigation, and whatever it was, they never found anything. But they used that as an excuse to let us both go. I mean, the company, our company, Handy Dan, was the most successful home improvement center company in the country at that time. It was, I mean, it was like, you're kidding me. So I remember calling my wife and telling her, Diana.
She thought it was a joke, right?
Yes, it was a joke. She started laughing. I said, well, actually, honey, this isn't really funny. I really was fired.
What caused you and Bernie to have the idea for a home improvement store of that magnitude?
That time, Bernie had been, and I later went with him down to see Saul Price at the Price Club, which had just started in San Diego. And that unique format, that large warehouse, no frills, very low pricing kind of format. And we said to ourselves, if in our industry, if we ever had to compete with anybody, that we couldn't have done it. So the option we had in 78 and going into 79 when the stores were opened up was to kind of fine tune the box a little bit. In other words, take 40,000 square foot. It was all 40s, 40,000 square foot, 40% gross margin, 40 employees on the floor, et cetera. So it was a very profitable formula. We said, let's just try to leapfrog everybody in this industry and get way ahead of the curve here.
The Home Depot was, in fact, ahead of the curve. By 2001, the company had nearly 2,000 stores with billions in annual revenue, but Blank was preparing to eventually step down as CEO, with the search committee in place to find his future replacement. He was blindsided, however, when the board settled on its next CEO, fast-tracking the transition and telling Blank he was out, effective immediately. What about how it went down bothered you?
Well, I think the way it went down really bothered me. I had a meeting in southern Florida, and I forgot what it was for, some board meeting, and we met in the hangar, and the board said, we've decided to move forward now, and we'd like you to step down now and want to bring in Bob Nardelli. And you know, I think the whole thing felt, you know, just awful to me. I thought that he was the wrong choice by a lot. I didn't understand the process. And it turned out, you know, 6 years later, I would say, without being personal about it, let's just say his management style had a huge negative effect on the company. On virtually everything could not have gone worse under his leadership. And thank heavens, it was interesting, somebody that he had hired, Frank Blake, they got rid of Nardelli, they promoted Frank Blake. Well, the first thing he did, Frank called me in the morning when he got a CEO, and he said, I'd like to get together, can we have breakfast? And, you know, we met, and I said, look, I love the company, it's my 7th child, anything I can do to help, I'm always here for you guys, anything. And Frank and I developed a really close relationship over the years. I think he did a wonderful job as a CEO. I'm very, very proud of what the company has done and what it's become today. I'm major shareholder, and it still has allowed me to do a lot of the things I've been able to do with the Atlanta Falcons and Atlanta United and our PGA business and our guest ranch and our foundation.
What do you remember from the first conversation you had with him after news came out of what actually happened?
I tell you, I remember the last conversation before he went to prison.
In Depth with Graham Bensinger is brought to you by State Farm. Talk to an agent today at 800-STATE-FARM.
You can say what you like, but you're not mine. 'Cause I've heard it before 1,000 times. You can break my bones, but you'll never.
While other insurance companies just see a truck, we see something you've worked really hard for. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
It's just what you see.
I'm going to lean backwards, and then eventually I'll fall backwards. It'll be a really good shot.
I was thinking, when you were standing over there leaning on the wood.
See that right down there?
While you were standing there leaning on the wood talking to me, I'm like, okay, if this breaks, I need to jump.
Grab.
I am craving a Dr. Pepper.
He rides a wave of Dr. Pepper when you're craving Dr. Pepper. Crave Rider. He's really good at delivering Dr. Pepper, and nothing ever stops him.
Sorry, guys, I don't do wolves.
Really?
Yeah, but I left us some Dr. Pepper.
He's going to back up now 'cause he's scared of getting gravies. The one you crave.
Geico Motorcycle. Great rates for great rides. Being a champion comes at a price. It puts a target on your back. But if you want to continue to make headlines, you need to make today better than yesterday. And all the while, history is written right here on CSN. Bears football is back. Get the full training camp experience on CSN. Presented by State Farm. JJ Stankovitz and Chris Bowden tackle the top storylines from Bourbonnais. CSN is your home for all things Bears, on air and online.
We the people are tired of being surprised with extra monthly fees. We want HD and every box and DVR all included. Because we don't like surprises.
Yes, like changing up the celebrity at the end to someone more handsome and talented.
Really?
And British.
Switch from cable to DirecTV. Get an all-included package for $25 a month. And for a limited time, get a $100 reward card. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
In Depth with Graham Bensinger is brought to you by AT&T. AT&T, mobilizing your world.
While in Atlanta, we drove around the city with Falcons owner Arthur Blank and also stopped by the training facility to catch up with team president and CEO Rich McKay. McKay was there during the franchise's most trying period, which began with the 2007 conviction of Michael Vick. The star quarterback was found guilty of funding an illegal dogfighting ring at his home.
There was a lot going on, right? And there was so much negativity. So we're at Flowery Branch, which is where our football team is located. Up at the front gate, there was red paint that signified blood. There was people standing outside. They had red all over them. It was an ugly time, and it was very challenging.
What was your reaction when you're on a flight coming back from an African safari and you get the news?
Right, I got the news. I was shocked.
What do you remember from the first conversation you had with him after news came out of what actually happened?
I tell you, I remember the last conversation before he went to prison as opposed to the first one. The last one, remember he called me and he said, I want to tell you again, I'm really I'm really sorry for what, I've done, to you personally, to Atlanta, to the fans, to my family. And so I asked him, I said, well, how did, didn't you ever think you'd be caught? How did you think you were going to get away with this? Michael said, my entire life, once I became the athlete I was, somebody was always there to take care of, quote, any issues that I had. And I thought this was going to be another case where that would happen again. That even to the very end, that some attorney or whatever would handle this for me. And obviously, I had to take responsibility for what I did, and I do. And I'm going to pay a big price, and he did.
Just a few months later, and on the exact day of Vic's sentencing, the team was hit with another major blow. Bobby Petrino, who'd left an illustrious college career behind, was struggling as the Falcons' head coach. Despite the team's understanding he would stay the rest of the season, he left in secret on the night of December 10th to take a job with the University of Arkansas.
Halfway through the season, I could see, and Bobby could see, that this wasn't going to be a good match for him. Not our franchise, but, in the NFL. And so we kind of talked about, look, let's get through this year together, make it the best year we can, do the best with what we can, and at the end of the year, we'll part ways and kind of move on. And,
so had he not left when he did, you guys would have ended up parting ways at the end of the season,
it was
pretty much regardless.
During the season, earlier than the way he did, that was going to be the case. So we were playing on Monday Night Football, and ESPN was covering it, obviously, and Coach Petrino had stopped on my office on the way down, and I knew that night I was going to be on ESPN. I had an interview to do, and so I said to Bobby, tell me what you want me to tell him. Tell me what you're feeling. He said, I remember him standing up, reaching out and shaking my hand, saying, you tell him you have a coach. I said, okay, I'll tell him that I have a coach. So played Monday night. I can't remember who it was against. We lost the game. And then later that evening, I was sitting up in bed. I was watching Coach Petrino up at the University of Arkansas doing the pig suey thing. This is all within a 6-8 hour span. So I was sitting in bed, actually. I was watching that, and after throwing up all over the place, so not literally, but so it turned out that he had decided that was what he was going to do before, and he went to do it.
Do you think, had he not left then, it would have taken longer to make that change, given that...
No, it wouldn't have taken us long. Okay. I don't think.
What?
Because it was not going to work. That was not, that his approach, Coach Petrino's approach, not what we would want in our building, right? It's not who we are culturally. It's not who we want to be. We don't want to have to go to meals and have a rule that you're not allowed to talk. That just doesn't seem to me to be a good rule, that we're going to sit at a table and we're going to have all these tables around here and we're going to have all these adult players and the rule is you can't talk. Seems to me that's a little bad rule. So we needed, the change was a good thing for us probably, but it brought even more focus to it. So I think that was a 6 months that felt like it was 3 years. And the way you handle adversity is way more important than the way you handle success. And I think that that was I thought what Arthur did that year, I thought the way we tried to handle it in the building was I think we did a good job in that regard, because it was definitely a challenge.
Anytime that you have a win, a great win, or you accomplish something, the first person you're going to hear from is Arthur.
Okay, got it. Rumor confirmed. They're playing.
What?
We gotta go.
Where?
San Francisco.
When?
Friday.
We gotta go.
Any airline, any hotel, anytime. Go where you want, when you want, with no blackout dates. The Travel Rewards credit card from Bank of America. It's travel better connected.
You can't experience the Canadian Rockies through a screen, You have to be here with us. Travel through this natural wonder and get a glimpse of amazing. With a glass of wine in one hand and a camera in the other. Aboard Rocky Mountaineer. Canada's Rocky Mountains await. Call your travel agent or Rocky Mountaineer for special offers now.
Buster Posey loves being in control.
Wait. We always do baseball.
How about a beach? Nice.
Anything else? How about a sidekick?
Here you go. Is that it?
Maybe a sweet theme song?
Buster knows what he wants. That's why he has Esurance. Their easy online tools make him feel confident he made the right call. That's insurance for the modern world. Esurance, official sponsor of Major League Baseball.
I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, though you make my heart a wreck, make my heart a wreck, and you make my life a mess, make my life a mess, yes, a mess of happiness.
While other insurance companies just see a house, we see the home you've worked really hard for. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
In 2008, the Atlanta Falcons drafted quarterback Matt Ryan to replace Michael Vick, who is now serving his prison sentence.
You know, the beauty of being, 22, 23 years old when you're drafted and coming down here is that, you're naive, not worrying about trying to, fill somebody's shoes that had been an icon for the city.
Ryan proved he could handle the pressure, earning that season's NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year award. He's since led the team to a 2017 NFC Championship title. We sat down with Ryan at the Falcons practice facility to discuss his personal relationship with owner Arthur Blank.
How would you describe what he's like as owner?
He's incredibly supportive as an owner. I mean, personally, anytime that you receive an award or you have a win, a great win, or you accomplish something, the first person you're going to hear from via email, via text message, phone, whatever, is Arthur.
Really?
And absolutely. I mean, it's...
Like what's an example?
The most recent, I was one of the NFC Offensive Players of the Week, and literally, I didn't even know about it. And we're in a meeting or whatever. And I walked out and checked my phone before I'm going into the meeting, and there is, a 4-paragraph note to me in an email saying, how proud he was, et cetera. And I think those kind of things go a long way to players.
How do you think people in Atlanta view him?
I think people view him as kind of like a paternal figure to a certain extent of, he has created so many jobs, created so many things for people in this community, whether it be Home Depot, whether it be the Falcons, whether it be the PGA Tour Superstore. I mean, there's so many different things that he's done. So in a sense, he helps take care of them. But then from a philanthropy standpoint, he gives back. I mean, he is involved. He cares about this city. He cares about the people within the city. I think people really appreciate that.
How amazing is this stadium that you've been probably hearing so much about?
I think it's going to be great for the city of Atlanta. I think it's going to be great for the NFL, great for all of, the Southeast. Atlanta's such a great town. And, for hosting events that are coming in, this stadium's going to be unbelievable. But for us to have it as our home field, and it's going to be the best in the NFL, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to play in it, and it's going to be a great home field advantage for us.
We want this Mercedes-Benz Stadium to not just be a great stadium for itself and for the events that are held in here and for the tours that will take place here, but we want it to become an iconic part of downtown Atlanta that represents the blending of life, of community for everybody who's living in this area.
We're standing here as work's being done on your, well over billion-dollar stadium. You ever think, as a young man, that you'd be in a position like this?
No. You know, I knew, you know, as a young man, I probably was always pretty self-confident. So I kind of knew I was going to be successful. I felt I was going to be successful. That I realized we can have the success at Home Depot that really is the basis for most of my financial wealth. The answer was no. And that's what's led to all the success. So for me to give back today, I feel very blessed. I really do feel blessed to have the opportunity to do it.
Now available to buy or rent on DirecTV Cinema.
Rough night, huh?
You get used to it. We saved you, and now you save others. Who are you?
They did not save your life. They stole it.
She knows. They created me, but they cannot control me.
Buy or rent it today with DirecTV Cinema. Browse movies at Channel 1100.
The simple truth is, sometimes life isn't just. Someone crosses over the line. The best laid plans fail, or the sky falls, and lives are changed forever. And people suffer. And when that happens, you might find a system that is not just. That's the reason I began my career. Because even when life isn't just, there can be justice. And everyone deserves justice.
Hello, I'm Dan Fields, inviting you to become a member of the Fields family when you buy or lease from any of our 31 locations. You also get our Fields amenities that include free loaners, car washes, and our gourmet coffee bars and cafes. And with more than 35,000 vehicles sold annually, you can get a great offer like this.
And now you can lease a new 2017 Maserati Ghibli SQ4 all-wheel drive for only $799 per month for 39 months at the new Fields Maserati on Green Bay Road.
And Fields matters because you matter.
From Thunder Valley Resort in Lincoln, California, this is Poker Night in America. Hello and welcome to Poker Night in America. I'm your host, Chris Hansen, not to be confused with Chris Hansen, the Predator Catcher, or Chris Harrison, who has a far easier job than anyone on television.
And I am Joe Stapleton, not to be confused with one of the people that the other Chris Hansen catches.
Got it. Okay, so we are in Northern California, and we're bringing you action from Thunder Valley Resort. Tonight's lineup is a good one. It includes a lot of familiar faces, including Matt Glantz, Tom Schneider, Phil Hellmuth, and funny man Brad Garrett. We're also this week going to take a trip away from the table as we play another game other than poker. We're going to play some golf a little bit later on, but for right now, let's get to that poker. Day 2 starts with a fresh lineup. Some of the players returning from day 1, but also a couple of additions, including Tom Schneider and Brad Garrett.
Brad Garrett's back.
Everybody loves Brad.
Okay.
Because the script about my life's been in Hollywood since 2002.
Yeah, how's that going?
Well, obviously in turnaround.
02. I had a dream in 02 as well.
And
here's what they should call the movie. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, is it my turn?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Interesting
Phil,
story.
I'm leaving soon.
I don't think so. I think you're going to be here a while.
Oh, boy. Phil, would you let me read to play you? Would you let me audition?
Well, if you can play
Who's
a 24-year-old.
Tootie from Facts of Life?
The movie occurs when I'm 24, so you know.
Okay, so pre-jail. Okay. But let me ask you something. Who could you really get to play? I mean, seriously.
Well, we had Ashton Kutcher for a while. We had
God.
When he was young. We're
Ashton
talking about
Kutcher.
A while back.
Have you seen his work? It's abominable, Ashton Kutcher. Why don't you get Tootie from Facts of Life to do the early years? Ashton Kutcher. Did you see him playing Steve Jobs? Oh, I'm sorry. You see him playing Steve Jobs?
Oh, any blank and I'm bombing.
Okay.
Bombing the turn.
Oh.
I don't put you on a belly buster, so I'll bet. And you might have picked up a flush draw and a straight draw, so you might call 6. Your Herman Munster is really good too, Brad.
Thank you, man.
I used to love that show.
Can you not talk when people are in a hand? Thank you. Sorry, Tony.
Oh,
Good one, Eddie.
I don't know why you called him. Not even going to pay it off if you hit a straight or a flush.
Ashton Kutcher wouldn't have done that.
Oh, man, 2 pair for Kelly. I almost feel bad for Phil. Kelly's going to take it on down to Valueville.
1,000 is the bet from Winterhalter.
Call.
And a quick call from Phil.
Ace 4.
You know, Phil said he wasn't going to pay it off if the straight card came. I don't know how to tell him this, but the 4 is a straight card.
You know that.
How much is it?
Poker. No, what's that
We
smell?
have 3-bet
Not
clothing.
poker. Right. I know you have clothing.
We have the Kimosabi Mezcal.
I hear you. I hear you.
Don't forget your headphones.
Yeah, music headphones. Have you seen these headphones?
I
Seriously.
What other kind of
You probably
headphones
have
are
seen
there
music.
that you would sell?
I haven't.
They have their own app.
Okay.
We signed this guy named Kevin Hart. He's a comedian.
Never heard of him.
This other guy named Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan?
Yeah, this other guy named
White
Drake.
fella?
I don't think you've heard of these
Drake,
guys.
I've heard of.
You heard of Drake?
I'm a big Drake fan. I go to
Okay,
most
yeah.
of his stuff.
Drake.
You know, I rap. I don't know if you know that, Phil. I do a lot of rapping.
Let's hear one. Let's hear
I do.
one.
Well, it's Hasidic. I don't think you'd get it.
Nobody else got that joke.
Yeah, I know. I know you're
Donkey
one of my
Bomber?
people, but you keep
Oh,
hiding.
my instincts say get out of your way this hand, but I feel like... God. No.
All right, there we go. That's what I like.
You got just a little action from me.
I like it.
Okay, I love this.
Just in case my read
That's
was
the winner.
wrong.
I'll announce it now.
You like my
That's
hand?
just-
I might make a straight.
That's got
You
the
might.
hand. What do we have?
Flop is Queen 7-9, brought to you by Kimosabi.
Donkey Bomber has jacks.
Phil hits top pair. Hey, maybe he's going to run reasonably well today.
Oh, Matt. We had to get rid of Matt, though.
Matt Glantz is open-ended.
Yeah, when he makes his straight, he's going to head down to the harbor and unload some pallets.
Matt, what are you doing in here? Don't you know this is a private party?
I should fold. 17.
Another club comes on the turn, but it doesn't seem like Glantz cares. He is raising to 1,700.
Really? All right, I don't think you have it, Matt. This sucks. I was trapping somebody else, and you got involved. It hurts, you know what I mean? Like.
And that is a complete swing and a miss on the river for Glantz. Phil's queen's still good.
24.
I've seen Phil make way worse calls than this. Come on, buddy.
All right, you deserve it.
You got it.
Oh my God, I can't believe I called with a 10 in my hand. What a call this is. How did I call you with
I wish I hit a 10 on the river. I need a 10 on the river.
What the? I mean, how did I make that call? That was like world class right there.
Nice hand.
Hello, it's Phil Hellmuth here in the Kimosabi Mezcal Lounge with poker legend Mike Sexton, voice of the World Poker Tour for 15 years. Mike and I both saw sponsorship in poker a long time ago. They all laughed at us back then, Mike.
Well, they really did, Phil, but they couldn't see the forest for the trees. You were one of the guys that got it early on, and obviously your success was primarily because of your vision, and you could see the future, just like
And
I
you
did.
got it at a very early stage as well, and made some friends with Party Poker and helped do that and helped start that. Speaking of friends, who are some of your trusted friends?
Well, I guess you got to start with my co-announcer for 15 seasons, Vince Van Patten. He used to say, we spend more time together. He spent more time with me than he did his wife, so back in the early days on the tour. So, but, you know, when you travel a lot with somebody and you work with them for that long, you become close. So, yeah, Vince is a good one.
It's great to watch you and Vince Van Patten at the forefront of poker, and let's have a little Kimosabi Mezcal toast to trusted friends, you, Vince Van Patten, and the World Poker Tour.
Appreciate it.
How would you like to play against the pros on national TV? Download now to play and win. It's absolutely free to play.
Hi, I'm Jim Walsh. I'm the founder of Kimosabi Mezcal. The name Kimosabi means trusted friend, and I'm here with one of our great trusted friends of this brand, Phil Hellmuth.
Here we have mezcal, which is even better than tequila because you get to mix all the agave plants in it.
The beverage itself evokes the spirit among people of camaraderie, fellowship, good humor. That's why we call it trusted friend.
To you, Jim Walsh, to trusted friends, and to Kimosabi Mezcal.
Thanks, Phil. To our trusted friends.
Cheers.
Here and everywhere.
How would you like to play against the pros on national TV? Just download the new Poker Night in America app. play for free, and enter our sweepstakes to win real-life prizes, including an all-expense-paid trip to play poker on TV. Best of all, we'll give you $5,000 in real cash to play against the pros on national television. Live your poker dream. Download now to play and win. It's absolutely free to play.
Sit and Go 2.0 has arrived, and it's changing how players get paid in Sit and Goes. With Sit and Go 2.0, all 9 players have the chance to get paid big time. Sit and Go 2.0 starts with a pregame. With every black card flipped over, the prize pool grows along with the number of players who get paid. Just avoid a red card and watch the payouts soar. For the whole deal on Sit and Go 2.0, check out sitandgo20.net.
Get the Bob Roman Indy owner to pay the rent. Get the Bob Roman Mr. Bill. Ooh. I scared him. How was that?
I like that.
Bob Roman.
You can't experience the Canadian Rockies through a screen. You have to be here with us. Travel through this natural wonder and get a glimpse of amazing. With a glass of wine in one hand and a camera in the other. Aboard Rocky Mountaineer. Canada's Rocky Mountains await. Call your travel agent or Rocky Mountaineer for special offers now.
Welcome back to Phil Hellmuth's Traveling Circus.
Step right up and see the world's most prolific name dropper and humble bragger.
You could never put him on .9. He bet every
Poker Night in America brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal. Entertaining table here today. All kinds of personality on Poker Night in America.
Matt Glantz hoping to win enough to leave his dock working job behind.
During the hand?
If someone made a good
commentating and they saw, they go.
Poker Night is brought to you by Sit and Go 2.0.
That won $20 off of Tom, that bet.
Yeah, was that the $20 you got from me?
Yeah. I know, I got it. I know where you're leading.
Who taught you to play poker?
What? No, I would never talk about how bad.
Is that right?
Yeah. No, he made it 150.
King Jack suited, a fun hand to call with.
I would never bet.
Try to call?
Talk about that.
What do you have left there, Matt?
2,700.
My buddies for.
How much to get you to fold?
550.
You're not being well. I love the.
Oh, wow. Pocket aces for Hellmuth.
550.
We're up to 550 from Phil.
Let's jump him. I think he's going to check in the dark.
Look how fast Matt called with Jack 8. It's like he really doesn't respect Phil's game at all.
Wow, big flop. Hellmuth's got a set of aces. Bracey's got the royal flush draw.
One down.
All right, I'll be your Huckleberry.
Fortunately for Phil, Huckleberry's got a big draw and can pay this off. Oh, man, wow, Phil.
That I have to check.
Just wow. Phil Hellmuth, the favorite to lose again. I think Bracey missed a bet there. Yeah, he earns a little deception, but I just don't think Phil's going to fold after playing this hand so strong.
Stop and go. How much?
Here comes the raise.
Call.
And a snap call from Phil. You know, I don't think I've ever seen Phil call that fast and be right.
I mean,
Really long.
I run bad.
Wow.
What the
Three aces?
He really does run kind of bad.
I think I peaked early. I got to learn to really maybe just, slow play, even the one-liners. What do you think, Tony?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Does your agent ever tell you, Brad, maybe when you go into an Indian reservation, you don't make fun of the natives? Ever recommend
They tried that once. They tried that once.
Your new agent doesn't say that?
No.
Right.
Why do you think he needed a new agent?
It just makes me go more,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Which is an illness. Okay. Still the new year, right? Okay.
You just misunderstood, that's all.
I called.
So Garrett's in. Action on Phil.
I call. Price is right for him.
Are you in this hand?
Yes, I am.
Really?
Hold on.
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna bet 1,500 dark.
What do you mean?
1,500. I don't
I'll
want
tell you what,
Brad
Phil.
getting a read on me on the flop.
I'll tell you what, Phil. I'll call it if you call it, dark.
This proposal heavily favors Matt Glantz.
No, have some balls once in your life. That's what I'm saying. You don't have much more than 1,500 anyway. So if you guys agree to that, that's fine.
I'm all in.
All in the
He's
dark.
all in before.
I'm all in the dark.
I like it. I like it.
Yes.
Now, what do you do, Phil?
I
It's your
want to
act.
see a flop. So, but I'm gonna
You
wait whenever
can't
we
see
can
a
do
flop.
it. Of course, I can see a flop.
Phil really should be able to see this flop if he wanted to. Action was completed.
I would have waited, but
I would have waited.
I would have waited,
Yeah.
but you don't have to.
Flop.
I will
I
wait.
think you only have
You will wait. Roll
How many
it.
cards do you have down there? Just
Here we go.
You got.
Oh, you've got to
on
be
the
kidding
flop.
me.
But
Well,
it's a Tommy flop.
But
Yes.
I think that flop's
It's a
gonna
Tommy
get me.
flop.
How much?
Yes.
Oh, yes, it is gonna hit you, Phil, for once.
You know,
Let me guess, Phil's in now?
style. Because 28-25.
All the action was done, then I
So,
put a mark on the
Brad's being awfully generous, except for the fact that he's tipping the dealer with money that's technically in the pot.
She's so sweet.
How much is it?
Happy New Year, honey. You're in the rooster.
2850.
Later on, we'll do a dance with the dragon.
Did you really flop
You're
a
a
set, Phil?
prosperity. Thank you
He
very
really flop a
much.
set.
A set?
No, if you flop.
Come on, Philly.
Did you really flop a set, Phil?
Attaboy.
That sucks.
No, we didn't.
All right, I'm all in.
All in.
Wow.
I mean, you just called 2875 without flopping a set? Is this real?
I'm all in.
You did flop a set, right?
I'm all in.
Yeah.
Wow.
No! No!
How can you move all in? I'm only calling because I flop
Okay,
a
the main
set.
part is this.
Doesn't matter.
Woo!
28, 25 is the main part.
I need a king, baby.
Brad needs
Cowboy.
a king. Matt needs an ace or a straight.
Oh, a 3.
Oh, a little sweat. A
split
little
him up.
sweat.
Oh, man, a 3 would be so...
Oh, no!
Wow.
I'm sorry, Phil. Oh, you got to learn how to read the dealer.
And look at Phil. He's gone.
You got to learn how to read the dealer.
He's on a walk.
Phil Hellmuth is out of his mind about a lot of things, but how bad he runs on TV is not one of them. That's why we played the game!
Kidding. Poker Night is brought to you by Sit and Go 2.0. Go to sitandgo20.net and claim your free Sit and Go 2.0 strategy ebook. How would you like to play against the pros on national TV? Just download the new Poker Night in America app, play for free, and enter our sweepstakes to win real-life prizes, including an all-expense-paid trip to play poker on TV. Best of all, we'll give you $5,000 in real cash to play against the pros on national television. Live your poker dream. Download now to play and win. It's absolutely free to play.
Hi, I'm Jim Walsh. I'm the founder of Kimosabe Mezcal. The name Kimosabe means trusted friend, and I'm here with one of our great trusted friends of this brand, Phil Hellmuth.
Here we have mezcal, which is even better than tequila because you get to mix all the agave plants in it.
The beverage itself evokes the spirit among people of camaraderie, fellowship, good humor. That's why we call it trusted friend.
To you, Jim Walsh, to trusted friends, and to Kimosabe Mezcal.
Thanks, Phil. To our trusted friends.
Cheers.
Here and everywhere.
Sit and Go 2.0 has arrived, and it's changing how players get paid in Sit and Goes. With Sit and Go 2.0, all 9 players have the chance to get paid big time. Sit and Go 2.0 starts with a pregame. With every black card flipped over, the prize pool grows along with the number of players who get paid. Just avoid a red card and watch the payouts soar. For the whole deal on Sit and Go 2.0, check out sitandgo20.net.
Bears football is back. Get the full training camp experience on CSN. Presented by State Farm. J.J. Stankovitz and Chris Bowden tackle the top storylines from Bourbonnais. CSN is your home for all things Bears, on air and online.
Welcome back to Poker Night America, where Phil Hellmuth continues to be the rest of the players' personal pinata.
That's not true. The rumor is that you're the poker brat. You're a
All right, so you got.
I'm just being honest.
So you called me a what else
I
you
just
got?
got real. Just got real.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why, dude?
What else you got?
You got a good life.
Here we go.
You got a good life.
Strap your
Life is
seatbelts
good.
in.
You want to just put your helmet on? No, I'm not even trying to be a
Do you want to talk the whole time, or do you want to hear my response? Because so
Things
far
are I've heard definitely
you say
spicy at this table, and I love it.
Because since I've been here, I've had like 100 people tell me they love me. I've signed autographs, taken pictures with everybody. It's crazy.
I haven't had one.
I wasn't talking about
you.
No, you came with. You were a high school loser. No.
Play the game!
This was the
no
cool
one cares
guy.
about high school.
Cool
Get
guy.
him primal therapy, work it out.
This was the cool
Christ,
guy.
you're embarrassing yourself. Who gives a hell?
Too many chips.
No, you swung at me, and I.
He didn't swing at you.
He swung at me, and I smacked him down.
Because you're easy.
That's another theory.
That's the best read of the table.
Swinging. He's not swinging.
Brad, that was the best read of the
Take on his
table.
wiener and plummet you if
That's
you wanted
another-
to
that's
swing.
another
The
theory.
guy is a human tripod.
Easy.
He's just trying to be friendly.
That's another theory.
Oh, 100 autographs. Gonna kill
He
me.
wasn't very friendly. He wasn't very friendly.
Oh. Who's it to?
You.
Check.
Correct. 500.
I don't feel like you've lost control. Like, I don't know what you and I are even doing here right now, Stapes.
You finally agree with the audience.
Okay. That helped.
Yeah, that did too. Makes it easy, right?
Phil with another opportunity to nearly win a pot. He's up and down, and this is a good raise by Glance. Lots of draws out there to charge and protect against. Literally, he has a 30% chance of making a straight. I think it's probably more like 4%.
He doesn't make it on the turn, so if he wants to see the river, it's going to probably cost him some more money.
Now check this out, Hanson. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not me calling out Phil's straight draw. I'm actually counting how much this hand is going to cost Phil, and we're almost into 7 figures.
22.
And Glance is just doing an amazing job of reeling Phil in. I mean, he's certainly dressed for fishing.
That's not a good hand to do that.
Phil actually gets away from it.
Bluff coming?
Show it. Come on. Oh, ace queen of diamonds.
I mean, I thought maybe he had ace queen or maybe queen jack of diamonds, which I can't beat queen jack high anyway.
Oh, baby doll. Now things are going to happen. Watch this.
Just so you know, Tom's going to be in the mood to play a few more hands now.
Okay.
Might not be
Do you
playing
think
as
it's
tight.
possible he loses the next 14 in a row?
No. Impossible.
I think it's impossible.
I'll pull it up before that.
I think it's impossible.
See?
He's bound to lose on one of these shows.
He's probably going to lose one session and he'll win 14 more in a row again after that.
He's going to get it all in a draw like
How long's the
in
break?
about 2 hours.
How long's the break?
150.
How long's the break? It's an hour break?
Let's do less than that.
Enough time to eat. That's all we need, right?
Yeah, well, there's a food court here. We just go
Lovely.
Ace King of Hearts for Matt Glance.
Even if Glance is just messing around, ace 9's not ever going to be in great shape.
Phil decides to make the call.
There you go.
Better get that all out now till he's 3. You're gonna be
Flop is 10-8-7, brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal.
Phil flops another draw. Phil has missed more times on TV than the collective enemies of the A-team.
I thought you were going to say he's missed more times than the entire cast of Friends after Friends.
Yeah, that too. Wait, do we miss them or do they just miss $1 million paychecks every week?
No, they still get those, which is weird.
true.
Yeah. Helmuth calls.
The one where Helmuth finally makes a straight? No. Just Matt Glance. Making a dominating hand.
It's these two again.
So Phil doesn't miss the turn, and it's a
Heavyweight fight.
terrible card for him. That means when he misses the river, he's still going to lose something.
And he does. Helmuth comes up empty.
Meanwhile, Glance is just like, I love it when a plan comes together.
1900 the bet from Matt Glance.
Call.
And another quick call from Phil.
19.
More chips leave his stack.
Nice turn card, buddy.
Matt Glance on day 2 is the biggest winner. He's up 6,800 at the pause for the evening.
And Phil Helmuth is down $250. I can make that in a day. Surge pricing's on.
I should have just raised you on the flop, but I thought you'd go for more. You play so bad against me. It's weird.
How do you make money, Matt? You know, like, we're talking about my play. I don't even know.
I'm just clueless.
We'll be back with poker players playing not poker right after this.
It's golf.
How would you like to play against the pros on national TV? Just download the new Poker Night in America app, play for free, and enter our sweepstakes to win real-life prizes, including an all-expense-paid trip to play poker on TV. Best of all, we'll give you $5,000 in real cash to play against the pros on national television. Live your poker dream. Download now to play and win. It's absolutely free to play.
Introducing King Cash. This king gives away generous bonuses and rewards on PlaySugarHouse.com. Sign up now at PlaySugarHouse.com, and King Cash will give you a wheel spin with $10 to $20 in guaranteed free play. This new online casino is loaded with generous rewards because you deserve more. PlaySugarHouse.com.
As the pressure builds, the race to the postseason begins. MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV brings you the best players and most pivotal matchups for a special half-season price. Plus, with MLB.tv included, you can watch up to 90 live games a week on your favorite devices. Experience baseball your way and order MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV.
At Mike Anderson Chevrolet of Maryville, we make car buying fun.
Want to have some fun today?
Come to Mike Anderson Chevrolet, and we're going to make you smile when you test drive a new Cruze, Malibu, or Silverado.
Come to our showroom and find what makes you happy.
Lease a sporty and fun 2017 Cruze LT for just $209 a month for 39 months.
Visit Mike Anderson Chevrolet in Merrillville at I-65 and 61st Avenue.
Mike Anderson Chevrolet, the Chevy Giant.
See you soon.
This is important news for women using birth control medications and devices. If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with a pseudotumor after using one of these birth control drugs or devices, you may be eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Contact the law firm of Davis & Crump right now if you or a loved one have used one of these birth control medications or devices and were diagnosed with a pseudotumor to see if you are eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Call now. Operators are standing by.
Poker Night in America is brought to you by our trusted friend, Kimosabi Mezcal. Why settle for tequila? Step up to Kimosabi.
Welcome back. You know what one of my favorite things to do is each time we come out to sunny California?
Be careful, Chris. This is a family show, and that is a terrible place to get a sunburn.
No. Golf. I'm talking golf, man.
Right, golfing. I agree. There's nothing quite like hitting the links, especially if the links have been contained to the inside of a large driving range and there's a bar 10 feet in every direction.
Our friends at Thunder Valley gave our cast and crew a night to remember as we partied it up at Top Golf in Roseville. Let's take a look.
Hello guys, this is Ben Irwin, Director of Poker Operations here at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Right now we are on set in Poker Night in America, and tonight we're taking our top pros out to Top Golf. Guys, you ready to have some fun?
Oh, yeah. Four.
I've been in rap videos.
Really?
Yeah, I was in.
Who's
a rapper? Ludacris and Trey song. I rap on the mic all the time. I'm in Boeing Jets, Global Express at the country where the blueberry still connects. On a low, on a yacht, got a triple deck. But I'm young with the beep. Do you expect? Grand opening, grand closing. There you go.
Tonight, we welcomed a lot of poker players for Poker Night here at Top Golf. They're on the Thunder Valley rooftop terrace. They're hanging out here, hitting some balls, having a good time, eating some food.
Top Golf, that's what I'm talking about.
Put your right hand so it kind of meshes with your, that's it.
What do you think she's gonna do?
I mean, she's supposed to whiff because she's a stone cold beginner. Let's see. Oh, it's so hard though. Everybody whiffs as a beginner. Oh, she hit it. That was actually good. You hit it. You did hit it with a second shot. That's respectable.
Topgolf and Thunder Valley have come together and partnered. Our rooftop terrace and our what we called the penthouse are now the Thunder Valley rooftop terrace. We're only 5 minutes away from Thunder Valley, and what's so awesome is you can actually see Thunder Valley from the Thunder Valley rooftop terrace.
From Poker Night in America and Kimosabi Mezcal, here's to trusted friends.
If you want more Poker Night, you can find us on social media, including Twitch and YouTube, where you can find full episodes, live streams, and exclusive content. And don't forget to download our free poker app. You and your friends can have your very own Poker Night, as well as a chance to win a seat in our show. Search for us in your app store and download it today. For everyone at Poker Night in America, including Joe Stapleton and Chris Hansen, we'll see you next time.
The beats I take on these shows is unbelievable.
Watch your language, Phil. We're in the lobby.
Matt, you knew I was only moving in with the set.
And that's why you wait for the flop.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I learned something. Don't play pocket kings.
Poker Night in America is brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal and Sit and Go 2.0.
Nothing says love like a box of truffles in a blizzard.
This is all my favorite truffles. It's like a surprise in every bite. Bet you're full of surprises.
Actually, I'm full of chicken strips. Just had my break.
The new Triple Truffle Blizzard Treat with fudge, peanut butter, and caramel truffles.
You can't experience the Canadian Rockies through a screen. You have to be here with us. Travel through this natural wonder and get a glimpse of amazing. With a glass of wine in one hand and a camera in the other. Aboard Rocky Mountaineer. Canada's Rocky Mountains await. Call your travel agent or Rocky Mountaineer for special offers now.
Geico Motorcycle. Great rates for great rides.
The golf scene is presented in part by Golf Center Displays, the finest practice facility in the Midwest. Chalet Hills Golf Club, Naperbrook Golf Course, and Springbrook Golf Course. And now here is Chicago Bulls radio host and two-time Emmy winner in his 24th year as host of the golf scene, Steve Cashel.
And welcome in to another edition of the Golf Scene, and we welcome you to the brand new Preserve at Oak Meadows. We'll have much more on this fabulous new golf facility coming up in our next segment. But we begin with one of the oldest amateur golf events in the entire world, and it takes place right here in the Chicago area, this year at Skokie Country Club, the 115th playing of the Western Amateur. Founded in 1899, the Western Amateur is the world's third oldest amateur championship, but its steep tradition of past champions and participants is legendary.
As far as you can remember, you know, and look back, it's the who's who of amateur golf, whether they were the medalist or they were the champion with, you know, with Jack and Tiger and Phil and, you know, you name it. They've played in this championship. You know, Jordan Spieth and Dustin Johnson, you know, if you look through the Sweet 16 trophy, you know, all the names, the best of the best have played in this championship. And I think what separates the championship from maybe other tournaments is the format. I mean, the format is a grueling test. You play two 72-hole tournaments within one tournament within 5 days. So the cream rises to the top. You know, once we get to that Sweet 16 out of 156 competitors, you know, those are the best 16 players in the world. And then to have a champion, you know, it doesn't get much better than that. I mean, the cream rises to the top.
Last year, U of I golfer Dylan Meyer rose to the top with the first major amateur championship win of his career.
Western AM is a big event. It's one of the biggest ones in the entire world for amateur golf. So being able to win that's a huge momentum boost going into other events, and it opens a lot of doors to get into other tournaments. And it's also special to me everything they do with having scholars and stuff like that, and providing kids with education and being able to give them scholarships is something I find dear in my heart, and that I hope they keep that up, and more kids want to be caddies and try to get that opportunity to go to school and get an education.
As Dylan Meyer tries to become the first player since Justin Leonard in 1993 to repeat as Western Am champion, fellow University of Illinois golfer Nick Hardy will be one to watch as well.
I've been, fortunate enough to make 2 Sweet 16s, and once you get into those, you have a chance at making or at winning it. So once you get yourself into match, anything can happen. And as you saw last year, Dylan won it in the match play portion, and I give myself 2 chances already, so hopefully I give myself a 3rd.
Skokie Country Club is the host golf course for this year's Western Am, one of the original 11 charter clubs that established the Western Golf Association back in 1899 to help spread the game of golf across the Midwest. Isn't it great to have some of the greatest amateur players in the world playing right here in the Chicago area? And our next stop in the golf scene takes us to Mistwood Golf Club in Romeoville.
Mistwood Golf Club was founded in 1998. We did a major renovation in 2013. A big part of that renovation was adding 23 stacked sidewall bunkers on top of adding land and stone around all of our water hazards, and a few holes were redesigned in the process. Mistwood is just a very, very unique layout for this area with the Scottish style feel to it, as well as a 68-acre lake that's in the middle of our property around Kelpie's Corner and our back 9. Most people say that their favorite hole is probably 14. That's our signature hole, the par 3 that starts out what we call Kelpie's Corner, 14 through 17. I would say my favorite hole is 15. I think it's the ultimate risk-reward shot on a par 5. So if you cut off a little bit more, you'll have a little less into the green. If you cut off too much, you're going to be in that 68-acre lake that's in the middle of the property.
I've been a member here for 19 years. One thing I can say about the facility is the staff is outstanding, along with the course. Every year there's changes, things get better. We just got done with our member guest, and it was a phenomenal event.
I've been a member here since the course opened in 1998, so I've seen the course go through a variety of changes over the years. What I really think of the course today is the fact that it's developed into probably one of the best courses in all of Chicagoland. It's got a tremendous practice facility. It's got the performance center. Of course, they've got this wonderful clubhouse now, but the key is the golf course is just unbelievable. The owner, Jim McQuethy, has put a lot of money into the golf course. It is the best I have ever seen it over the 19 years that I've been a member here. And as long as it's here and as long as I'm able to play golf, I'll never play anywhere else.
So despite all this investment in the property, I also want to stress that we're open 7 days a week to the public. We are a public golf course, so come on out and see us.
No one does golf balls better than PGA Tour Superstore. We're here with Matt McCormick. Matt is the general manager here at the PGA Tour Superstore in Schaumburg. Talking about golf balls, what's best for you? How many different variety of golf balls do you have here, Matt?
We carry over 50 different varieties of golf balls here,
Wow.
so we have something for every golfer out there.
Let's talk about the different types and the different categories.
Sure. Yeah, I've broken this down into about 5 different categories here. So this is going to be your tour-level golf balls. These are anywhere from 3 to 5 layers in these golf balls, and they're designed to give you the most feel and spin around the green. So for the player that's really looking for that control, this would be the category to go.
Alrighty.
In this category, this is still a tour level ball, but this is a softer compression. So for a guy that wants that spin and feel around the green, but doesn't swing it quite as fast as they used to, this is a great way to be this category here. Next, we have kind of the transitional category. So in this category, we're still a 3-piece ball. The covers are going to be a little bit different, where these are a urethane cover, which is a real soft material. These are either a blended urethane or a Surlyn cover in this category. So you're still going to get some of the spin and feel around the green that you'd get from this, but you're going to get a little bit straighter distance off the tee with these.
And a little less expensive.
And a little less expensive also.
Okay.
And then moving on, this is more of your distance category here. So this is for the guy that just wants to hit the ball straighter. These are going to fly far, they're going to fly straight. So for the guy that fights a slice, this is a great category to go. And in this category here is still a two-piece golf ball, similar to this one, and these both have Surlyn covers on them, which is a harder, more durable cover. But this is going to be a softer compression golf ball. Again, for the guy that slowed down a little bit, that's just looking for distance off the tee, this is a great category to go to here.
And then Matt, you've got some color.
Yeah, we have some fun stuff over here. So this is new in the last couple of years also. So this is a ball from Volvic that's gone to more of a matte finish on it. And this is available in 5 different colors. And guys love these because they're bright and you can see them on the golf course and you can find them in the woods. And then this is Callaway's version. This is a Truvis.
Looks like a soccer ball.
Yeah, it looks like a soccer ball. Again, it's a visibility story with these. So you're going to be able to find them, especially in the fall around here.
And you know what, folks? Getting the ball fit for you is almost as important these days as custom club fitting. You guys do that here, right?
We do, absolutely. Yeah, all of our fitters are trained in fitting people into the proper golf ball. We obviously have a large assortment of golf balls that we use in our fittings. So yeah, we encourage folks to come in and get fit for a ball.
Time for a short break in the golf scene. When we come back, we're going to talk about the DuPage family of golf courses, including their new gym right here at the Preserve at Oak Meadows. Stay with us.
Golf Center Des Plaines is the Midwest premier year-round practice facility with 80 automated and lighted hitting bays on a 300-yard driving range and a beautiful short game area for practicing bunker and chip shots. This is a favorite destination for golfers of all ages. Play rounds until midnight all summer long on a fully lighted 9-hole par 3 course. Now that's a bright idea. Find out more at golfcenterdesplaines.com.
Village Greens of Woodridge is one of the best golf values in all of Chicagoland. Take advantage of private instruction with their PGA professionals. Before your round, warm up on the grass driving range. If you're planning a meeting or event, Village Greens offers the best little banquet room in Chicago. Book a tee time at Village Greens of Woodridge. Visit villagegreensgolf.com or call 630-985-3610 today.
Dustin Johnson, the winner of the BMW Championship.
History will be made. Jason Day is on top of the world. The PGA Tour's top 70 players will compete at prestigious Conway Farms Golf Club when the 2017 BMW Championship and PGA Tour's FedEx Cup playoffs return to Chicago this September.
Zach Johnson, your BMW champion.
The top 70 players will be there. Will you?
Visit BMWchampionship.com today.
Exclusive ticket packages now available.
Chalet Hills is a championship 18-hole track set amidst natural scenery. Chalet's late acclaimed architect Ken Killian said, "I liken this course to a sleeping beauty. All we had to do was wake her." Golf Digest awards Chalet Hills with a 4.5-star rating. The stunning clubhouse features a banquet facility perfect for hosting various events. For more information, log on to ChaletHillsGolfClub.com.
Since its opening in 1927, Arrowhead Golf Club continues to offer a superb golf experience. Located in Wheaton, this course is known for its meticulously manicured 27-hole Ken Killian design that is surrounded by forest reserve. Whether you are coming for lunch or dinner, planning a corporate outing, tournament, or a day with family and friends, the PGA golf professionals at Arrowhead will design an event that meets your specific needs. Call or visit Arrowhead Golf Club online.
Welcome back to the golf scene, everyone. You know, we've waited 2 years for the opening of this new facility here. It's time to play some golf.
DuPage Golf is the collective name for the Forest Preserve District of DuPage County golf courses. It includes the former Oak Meadows, now the Preserve at Oak Meadows in Addison. We have Maple Meadows in Wooddale and Green Meadows in Westmont.
Green Meadows is DuPage Golf's 9-hole golf course located on 63rd Street in Westmont. We feature 3 par 4s and 6 par 3s, all with different elevations. The pace of play at Green Meadows is typically an hour and a half, and some people choose to come play Green Meadows instead of going to the driving range because they can practice a variety of their shots and not be limited to just hitting balls.
Maple Meadows Golf Course is owned by the DuPage County Forest Preserve. We're located in Wooddale, Illinois. We're an 18-hole facility. We sit right at the intersection of great value and great course conditions. We host the Illinois Open Qualifier as well as the DuPage Junior Classic Tournament every year. Besides a great golf course, we have a great clubhouse. We have a beautiful outdoor seating patio. It's part of the reason why we're home to some of the area's best golf events.
We used to have 2 courses in the old Oak Meadows and Maple Meadows that were really kind of competing with each other for the same customer at relatively the same price point. So now with the Preserve at Oak Meadows coming online, we offer a prairie style layout, and we have much more tree-lined corridors and wetland corridors here at the Preserve at Oak Meadows, so it'll be a much more complementary experience between the 2 facilities.
It's been fun getting out here to see, not only is it beautiful, but the water's doing what it's supposed to do in terms of stormwater management, but better yet, it's a lot of fun. This is really fun, very playable, very enjoyable. There's challenge, but there's also beauty, and you're totally engaged in the landscape. I think what we wanted to do is make sure that there was some traditional feel to it, that it felt like it belonged here, and it's been here a while, and maybe just dusted it off, and that's the hope, is to make it feel like it's been here forever.
When we set out to take on renovations and make improvements at Oak Meadows and now the Preserve at Oak Meadows, we set some pretty lofty goals. It wasn't just about golf, it was about helping the community, solving stormwater issues, and making better habitat. Really, to make all those things come together, it took vision and it took a board with some courage. And I couldn't be more proud of our president, Joe Cantori, and our board of commissioners, who really made a strong commitment to this project and let it become the special place that it is today and for the decades and generations to come.
Well, from this great golf course now known as the Preserve, let's take you further west to the city of Elgin. 2 great golf courses there, Bowes Creek and the Highlands of Elgin.
This is an inland golf course. It's a great golf course, has a beautiful creek that rolls through it. Obviously, Bowes Creek is rolling through the property. You got nice collection bays around the greens. We try to treat customers like members. The opportunity for us to create private golf for the public golfer was our theme. That's how we developed the member for a day concept, to show people that you don't have to spend $5,000 to be a member, but can spend $100 and enjoy the experience of being a member for a day.
The Just Learning series is geared towards the beginning golfer who wants to really take any embarrassment out of the game. So what we'll do is I only do 4 to 6 people, keep it nice and small, a lot of hands-on attention, and really go over what's truly the fundamentals of the game. That's the stuff that I'm so passionate about, is helping the people that don't know how to play get involved in the game and get excited so they want to come out and practice and continue this great game.
Bowes Creek is probably my favorite place to play. It's beautiful out here, the fairways, greens. They're always in perfect condition. The practice facility is great. I can come out here anytime I want. Highlands, I would say, is more of a links style. Out here is links too, but you'll get a little bit more trees. Highlands, the long grass comes into play a little bit more. Probably, I think the Highlands is a little bit shorter off the tee. And then the greens are probably, I would say, a little bit tougher out at Highlands. So you'll get a little bit more breaks that you don't really see. The staff out here is very friendly, and they make you feel like it's definitely a private course.
Well, the Highlands is a little bit different than Bowes because you're going to see the native fescue along the perimeter of the golf course, run along all the holes. You won't see many trees out here. We have very wide fairways out here at the Highlands of Elgin, so it's nice landing areas. My favorite hole here at the Highlands is number 4. A short little par 3, plays about 155 yards from the back. It's cut into a side of a hill, the green, so it's just gorgeous when you walk up to it. A little trouble to the right, some cool bunkering on the right side of the hole, and it's definitely a test. The Grumpy Goat has been a great addition. Great food, great service, great cocktails. Definitely you'll be impressed if you eat here at the Grumpy Goat. We have quite a few junior programs. We have our weekday at night junior program. We have a during the week junior program. One of our biggest growing programs is the PGA Junior League. We started off 2 years ago, we had 1 team, and last year we had 2, and now we have 4. What we usually hear and what we like to hear is how good a shape our greens are in. I feel like that's something we take pride in. Our superintendent, Brad, does a great job. The quality of the greens are second to none. We hear all the time that our greens rival many private clubs.
Always love to talk about new equipment on the golf scene. With me is Chuck Theory, Vice President of Cleveland, Srixon, and Zexio Golf. Chuck, what's new?
Steve, our most exciting new product is the new CBX wedge.
Terrific. Who's it for?
It's really the first high-performance wedge we've ever made for the masses. This really fits all players, men, women, of all abilities. We felt like it was a little strange that most of the wedges out there were designed for tour players, so we're trying to help the average player where he needs it the most, around the greens.
What about the technology?
two kind of key technology points, Steve. First, you'll see the patented dual V sole. Basically, that's to help with turf interaction off of any lie. And then secondly, we use what's called field balancing technology, where we remove a little bit of weight from the hosel and we put it out towards the toe. What that does for the average player is it moves the sweet spot right to the middle of the golf club. Because most players miss shots all around the face, you want the sweet spot right in the middle. That's not the case with most wedges. Most wedges are really designed for tour players, and the sweet spot is back towards the heel. With CBX, we've brought it to the middle, and that'll really help players.
Great club. Thanks, Chuck. Where do people get it and when?
On September 15th, we'll launch it nationwide, and here in Chicagoland, it'll be available at all your favorite golf shops.
Time for a short break in the golf scene, but we're not done yet. When we come back, I'll show you 2 more great public golf courses here in the Chicago area. Stay with us.
The Libertyville Sports Complex provides award-winning facilities for sports and events. The LSC campus consists of an indoor event center with 8 basketball courts and 2 indoor turf fields, indoor batting cages, and a fitness center. The LSC has an outdoor softball field and a golf driving range. The driving range is open all 12 months of the year and features outdoor tees, grass tees, and weather-protected tee stations. To sign up for a program, join a league, or rent space for an event, call or visit our website.
Power Sports has been providing custom indoor golf solutions for over 25 years. Their partnership with Thru Golf has given them the opportunity to manufacture one of the most accurate and reliable simulators on the market. With the finest hitting enclosures, tracking systems, and software available, Power Sports provides the ultimate indoor golf and entertainment experience. Call 815-436-6769 or visit Power Sports online at powersportsllc.com to get started on your indoor golf solution.
Fox Run Golf Links combines outstanding customer service with a championship 18-hole course to create one of the most enjoyable golf experiences in the northwest suburbs. Located in Elk Grove Village, this recently redesigned course challenges skilled players and is enjoyable for golfers of all levels. After your round, have a meal at the delicious Fox Den Bar and Grill. Book a tee time at Fox Run Golf Links. Visit foxrungolflinks.com or call 847-228-3544 today.
How do you provide a private experience at a public golf course? You start by winning awards. Renovation of the Year, top 3 renovations in the world, best new course renovation, and top 50 golf ranges. Add an award-winning performance center with custom club fitting, a link-style golf course, incredible service, comprehensive membership programs, and an unrivaled golf experience. Mistwood Golf Club, public course, private experience.
DuPage Golf proudly introduces The Preserve at Oak Meadows. After 2 years of extensive renovations, the former Oak Meadows Golf Course in Addison will reopen this summer with a new layout and new name. The 288-acre property was transformed into an environmental haven now called The Preserve at Oak Meadows and will feature a world-class 18-hole course and practice center where golfers can connect with nature. For updates, visit DuPageGolf.com.
And welcome back to the golf scene, everyone. A reminder to like us on Facebook as we take you to one of the great courses up in the northern suburbs. It's in Cary, Illinois, Chalet Hills Golf Club.
It's such a unique piece of property. I mean, with all the natural beauty, with all the hardwood trees, the wetlands, the lakes and the ponds that were left over from the moraine glacier. It's actually a tribute to how good of a layout it really is. There's only 3 holes on the whole golf course that run adjacent to each other. So when you're out there playing, you have that private club feel with less distractions, which, as you know, you need less distractions to hit some of these, execute some of these golf shots.
Well, I tell you, it's a great track, you know, and even in the last 3 years, it keeps improving every year. Grass conditions are great. Greens are always true. But the more you play, the more you learn, because every hole is definitely different. So it's not like going to a normal back and forth course to where you can manage it that way. You definitely have to be on your game.
Water comes into play on half the holes out here. A lot of people say it's tight and, you know, it's a shot maker's golf course, so, you know, water is in play a lot. I've got the green speeds up here. You know, they're running probably 10 to 11 on any given day. And I personally like faster greens, and I know a lot of people like faster greens because you get more of a true roll.
I really like the greens. I mean, they're so fast, and the pin placements are so varied. It's never the same thing every week. You're always getting different different looks. You think I'd know the greens after, what, 16 years, but there's always a new place and a new challenge on the pin placement.
You know, I like things to be the way a golfer sees them and the details. I like to see trimmed up bunkers. You know, I like all the cuts, step cuts and everything, you know, very visible, nice detail. No dead grass laying in the fairways. You know, greens cut every day, rolling fast. The course is in great shape. You know, they always say it's in great shape. You know, I'm hearing that a lot lately, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, this is a great piece of land. This course was built over time in different segments over the past 40 years, so it's really come together. And it's just a fantastic track to play. The greens are great, the fairways are in great shape. It's one of my favorite courses in the Chicagoland area.
And our final stop on the golf scene this week takes us to Bartlett, Illinois, and a really neat golf course called Bartlett Hills.
We've partnered with Digital Technologies to offer a daily hole-in-one contest here at Bartlett Hills. Basically, for a small entry fee, every time you play here, you can win $10,000 on the 18th hole for a hole-in-one, golf's greatest achievement. Just started that technology last weekend, and we look forward to a lot of participation here. Our 18th hole is right next to the clubhouse, and a great panoramic view from our veranda. In addition, it's on a video feed that we're able to put on a delay, so when you come in to have your cocktail or your beverage afterwards, you can literally watch yourself on the big screen play the 18th hole. Special thanks to our board of directors, which allowed us to implement this technology. I think most people's favorite hole out here is either number 18, which is where we're doing the hole-in-one contest, partly because of its proximity to the clubhouse, and ability for everyone to watch each other play that hole. Also our 12th hole, which is about a 410-yard par 4 with out of bounds on the left and pretty thick woods on the right, and a hazard to clear off the tee, is probably our most difficult and our most scenic hole out here, along with hole 14 with our wetlands on the right here, and it's also about a 410-yard par 4, very challenging hole.
Here at Bartlett Hills, we also host an incredible amount of events in our banquet hall. It's an award-winning banquet hall and wedding service. We have a variety of different packages in-house to choose from that showcase all different types of budgets. On top of that, we of course cater to all the golfers that come in here at Bartlett Hills. We have a newly remodeled bar, which was completed a couple years ago with a full line of craft beers. That includes Bell's Oberon Pale Ales as well as Two Hearted Ales. We have, of course, Summer Shandy, Blue Moon. There's about 6 televisions in here hosting all the major sporting events that come through here, as well as a hole-in-one camera that you can see your shots hitting the green here on 18, and then viewing them in the bar here with all your buddies is a great way to cap off a nice golf event. Above and beyond that, we do an incredible amount of different specials that are weekly, provided by our award-winning chefs as well, and the cuisine here is state-of-the-art and tastes fantastic.
Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of the Golf Scene. Many thanks to the great people here at DuPage Golf, where they're proud to open up the brand new preserve at Oak Meadows. It's quite a place. Reminder to check out our website, thegolfscene.com. You can sign up for Golf Weekly. Give yourself a chance to win some great golf prizes. My name is Steve Cashel. Thanks for watching the Golf Scene, now in our 24th consecutive year here on Comcast Sportsnet.
For some of the best golf in the western suburbs, check out Springbrook Golf Course in Naperville and Naperbrook Golf Course in Plainfield. Springbrook's 18-hole championship course, a 28-stall natural turf driving range, and beautiful mature and lush foliage complement the manicured greens, tees, and fairways. Just a short drive away, Naperbrook's gorgeous link-style course features rolling hills, native prairie grasses, and plenty of wide-open fairways. Both indoor and outdoor lessons taught by experienced PGA professionals are offered throughout the year. Visit golfnaperville.org today.
Come out to Bloomingdale Golf Club for one of the most fun golf experiences in the Chicagoland area. From the meticulously maintained golf course to the 13,000 square foot clubhouse, Bloomingdale Golf Club provides you country club-like amenities. After your round, take advantage of the beautiful veranda or enjoy a bite to eat at the bar and grill. Bloomingdale Golf Club offers a perfect setting for wedding receptions, bridal showers, business lunches, or any special event. Call 630-529-6232 or log on to www.bloomingdalegc.com today.
The Arboretum Club is a tightly bunkered 18-hole course featuring country club-style fairways, tees, and greens. A challenging course with plenty of water, this course is a supreme test of shot-making abilities. After your round, take advantage of the beautiful patio or enjoy a bite to eat at the bar and grill. Host your golf outing or banquet event at Arboretum Club to make any occasion a hole-in-one. For more information on packages and tee times, head to arboretumgolf.com or call 847-913-1112.
Bowes Creek and Highlands of Elgin are a country club golf experience without paying country club prices. At Bowes Creek, you can enjoy a few rounds on the beautifully manicured course as well as amenities like Bowes Creek's putting and chipping greens. Highlands of Elgin offers you one of the best courses in America and a year-round golf simulator. Book your tee times today. Visit bowescreekcc.com or highlandsofelgin.com.
The Deerfield Golf Club and Learning Center offers a challenging 18-hole championship course and the 4 restaurant and bar, open year-round with a full-service banquet space that is perfect for golf outings, special events, and parties. Find us at deerfieldgolf.org to learn more about our 2017 permanent tee times, seasonal golf passes, lesson programs, and leagues. Contact us for more information at 847-945-8333 or via email at info@deerfieldgolf.org.
At Menards, home improvement means saving big because right now you'll get an 11% rebate on everything, even sale prices. Find the right style for your bathroom with Dakota Vanities. The 18-inch Monroe vanity comes in 3 finishes and is $69.42 after rebate. Complete your bathroom with a new toilet from Mansfield. This Denali tall elongated toilet is $177.11 after rebate. Stop waiting and start saving with an 11% rebate on everything, even sale prices now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
This message is for all Americans that owe $10,000 or more in back taxes to the IRS.
Call the number on your screen now and we will contact the IRS on your behalf, help you end wage garnishments, stop collection calls, remove tax liens, get rid of IRS and state tax penalties, and reduce the amount you owe if you qualify.
Let us take the stress of back taxes and the IRS off your shoulders so you can spend time on the important things in your life, like your family or your business. If you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes, call now and find out how we can help you.
You don't need a pit crew to maintain your car's performance. Keep it safe and running with these important tips. Check your tire pressures periodically to avoid a blowout. Keep an eye out for squeaking brakes, pulling, or bad vibrations. And make sure your oil and filters are up to date. Keep your car running safe, and don't miss Race Hub weekdays on FS1.
NASCAR returns to Chicagoland Speedway, September 14th through 17th. Don't miss Dale Jr.'s last race in Chicago. Visit chicagolandspeedway.com today.
I'm Jake Arrieta, and you're watching CSN, the home for your Chicago Cubs, presented by State Farm.
Right now we are home, and I'm sure that we're gonna go out there playing like a World Series because, like you said, it's probably gonna be a playoff matchup.
On Thursday, he talked the talk. Today, Wilson Contreras certainly walked the walk. I'm Sierra Santos, and you are in the loop. Let's go, no huddle. Another standout performance by the Cubs catcher, all for naught as the bullpen blows the game and the series in grand fashion to the Washington Nationals. I'll never go back to Wrigley Field again, ever. Hawk Harrelson making his feelings known about America's second oldest ballpark, while at Fenway Park, the nation's oldest stadium.
We're hoping for a miracle surgery, 'cause we're screwed, and the offense can't work without you.
Reunited, and it feels so good. Jay Cutler is joining Adam Gase in Miami. The contract is reportedly a 1-year deal worth $10 million plus up to $3 million in incentives. Cutler had one of his best seasons back in 2015 under Gase, who was the Bears' offensive coordinator. Former Cutler teammate and former Dolphin Brandon Marshall weighed in on Twitter saying, "Jay Cut, you can stay at my house, bro. Nice to see that bromance is alive and well. And with that, hi, hello, welcome. Happy Jay Cutler Day. We're here to help you navigate through your feelings. It's time to go to our live fan vote. Go to csnchicago.com to weigh in. The question is simple. How do you feel about Jay Cutler's return to the NFL? Like it, love it, or hate it? Polls are open and will be all show long. It's Sunday Fun Day, so we thought we'd take a look at some of the best responses to the breaking news of Cutler joining the Fins. All right, so AJ tweets this from the offense. No, God, no. Please, Steve Carroll's infamous line. That's my reaction, actually, to anytime I see somebody dabbing. All right, Colby Rice appreciates the cash Cuddy is collecting. He's got the animated fella making snow angels in a pile of greenback stacks. That starting QB money, Jay will be receiving a lot more than what the TV booth would be paying him at Fox this season. NFL Watchdog tweeted this, and it's perhaps our favorite. Ray Liotta from Goodfellas, the famous laugh. Of course, we assume the laugh is directed at the Dolphins for making the deal, but maybe not. You be the judge. As for the move itself, like it, love it, or hate it, David Kaplan, your thoughts?
I love it. Jay Cutler is now in the best situation of his career. He's got a really good team, a playoff team. He's got good weapons around him. He's got a good defense, and he's got an offensive coordinator / head coach that he trusts. This should work out well for Jay and could be a measure of redemption after the struggles he had in Chicago.
The reaction to the return of Jay Cutler continued on our CSN Facebook page. George writes, I don't wish him any bad luck, but I'm glad he is no longer a Bear. Greg adds, I feel sorry for the Dolphins organization and the fans. Ron says, over-under on turnovers is 20. Eric has Jay's back. Y'all are big haters on Cuddy. If Miami has any hope this season, Cutler gives them the best shot. You guys always give us excellent input. Thank you so much. And Cubs first baseman Anthony Rizzo is a Dolphins fan. Here's what he had to say about Cutler.
I'm excited, obviously Tannehill going down, but that's good. It's good for Jay. I know he's going to be back with Gase, so hopefully they could pull off a lot of wins and get us to the playoffs.
Time for the Al Piemonte Ford Drive of the Week, and it goes to John Lester and his career .072 batting average entering Tuesday. But the Cubs ace took Patrick Corbin deep and out his first career dinger. It sparked a spirited dance party in the bullpen and sent the Wrigley crowd into a frenzy. All right, so Lester back on the mound. Rubber game between the Cubs and Nationals from Wrigley. Southpaw was dealing on the bump. Lester spun 6 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. The breaking ball played a huge factor in his success. All right, pick it up in the 4th inning. Game is tied at 1. Who's hotter at the plate right now than Wilson Contreras? 2 homers Thursday, a 2-run homer Saturday, and then this blast off of Eric Fetty, a no-doubter that nearly left the friendly confines. His 20th made it 2-1 Cubs, and that wasn't enough for the Cubs backstop.
Here's the pitch. That one crushed. It will go. Wow. I love the smile. Even he's impressed with himself.
Contreras hits blackjack with his 21st home run. It's a 3-1 ballgame. Fast forward to the 8th inning. Cubs leading by a run. Carl Edwards Jr. out from the bullpen, man on first, 1 out. Ryan Zimmerman takes Edwards to straightaway center. An intentional walk to Daniel Murphy would load the bases. First pitch after the free pass from Edwards. That plunks Anthony Rendon on the arm. The tying run is forced home. Next man up, the catcher, Matt Wieters. And on the first pitch he sees from Edwards, Wieters crushes this off-speed pitch to center field over the wall. Touch 'em all. Wieters' 8th of the season is a grand slam, and the comeback is complete. Washington takes the weekend and the season series from the Cubs after a come-from-behind victory in the finale.
We're just better than I've talked about deep heat in the beginning of the year. We absolutely have to pick up our defense, whether it's just turning double plays, throwing to the right bases, the cutoffs, all that kind of stuff. We are better than that. We talk about it, we work on it, but it just has not been as tidy as it normally is.
I don't really care how we stack up. We got to worry about us. You know, really all it comes down to is getting in. Once you get in, it doesn't matter how good you are. It's about who gets hot and who plays the best.
CJ knows he's good. He throws a cutter that's not easy to put the barrel on. It's just part of that. It's part of the season, you know. Some guys go through it early in April, May, June, July, August. You know, there's ruts where, as a team, everyone's not going to be clicking fully at all times, and it's up for the other guys to pick up the load. And you know, we win as a team, we lose as a team. It's not one individual's fault. So, you know, Wilson's swinging the bat really good right now. Pretty soon it's going to be me and Chris, and, you know, so it's just a team effort.
Our Crunchers note of the night. Despite the loss, Wilson Contreras remains red hot. 10 homers since the All-Star break, tied for the most in the majors over that span. And check this out, 13 homers in 26 games as the cleanup hitter this season. So Contreras just red hot. Chris Archer and the Rays hosting the Brewers in Tampa Bay. This one tied at 1 into the bottom of the ninth, and Steven Souza Jr. steps in. Rays win 2-1, the only 2 runs they scored in the entire 3-game series, and the Brewers stay a half game behind the Cubs in the NL Central. Well, love it or hate it, Hawk Harrelson doesn't hold anything back. During an interview at Fenway on Sunday, Hawk was talking about how much he loves the historic ballpark, but the visitors' clubhouse, not so much. He said it was the worst in the majors, and the second worst, Wrigley, which led to this. I'll tell you this much, I'll never go back to Wrigley Field again. I've got 3 games over at their place, and I told Jerry the other day before we came on this trip, I said, I'm not going back to Wrigley Field. Jason Benetti will be at Wrigley next season to undoubtedly call the White Sox-Cubs telecast on the north side. Ricky Renteria and the Sox trying to avoid the 4-game sweep against the Red Sox. White Sox battle back from an early 2-0 deficit into second. Tim Anderson shoots a single through the right side for an RBI, part of a 3-run inning that gave the White Sox a 3-2 lead. Yoan Moncada had another nice day at the plate. He singles here in the 3rd. Then later, still in the 5th, Moncada singles again through the right side. He's got 5 hits over his last 3 games. Bottom of the 5th, all knotted up, and this former White Sox, Chris Young, goes deep down the left field line, a 3-run shot over the monster. It was his 2nd of the game as the Red Sox complete the sweep 6-3. The White Sox have now dropped 6 straight games.
Young had obviously done a little damage against him in his previous 2 at-bats, but I still thought, you know, that matchup would give us the best chance. Maybe he left the pitch not exactly where we wanted it. The attack for him was going to be a little different, but he ended up leaving something out over the plate a little bit more than we wanted to.
Trust the prospects. Ronaldo Lopez may be the next minor leaguer called up to the show today. He went 5 innings for the Charlotte Knights, allowing 4 hits and 4 earned runs. He did strike out 9. Eloy Jimenez went 1 for 4 with a double and an RBI. His bat continues to stay hot. Dane Dunning allowed 2 earned runs in 6 innings of work. He's allowed a total of just 3 runs in his last 20 innings total. He's a 2-time NBA MVP and a 2-time NBA champion. But Steph Curry finally has some trouble with some out-of-this-world defense. We have the video to prove it. And Saturday night, Mitchell Trubisky got his first taste of Childress Field, and both he and Mike Lennon put on a show for the fans. Plus, still time to share your feelings. How you feeling about Jay Cutler's return to the NFL? Like it, love it, or hate it? CSNChicago.com/vote. You are in the loop.
In the Loop on CSN is presented by State Farm. Here to help life go right.
This is more than a bundle. This is more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home court. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. It's why I'm here.
Here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Nice car. Not so nice scratch. Wouldn't it be nice if removing ugly scratches from your car was this easy? Now with new Finish Scratch Doctor, removing surface scratches is easy. In fact, independent laboratory tests have proven Scratch Doctor to be the best scratch remover available. Scratch Doctor with advanced microtechnology also removes paint scrapes, scuffs, haze, and swirl marks. So get Scratch Doctor.
#1 rated Scratch Doctor, available at O'Reilly Auto, Home Depot, Pep Boys, Target, AutoZone, Walmart, and other leading stores.
Get the Bob Roman Indy. Oh, now. To pay the rent. Get the Bob Roman Mitchell. Ooh. I scared him. How was that?
I like that.
Bob Roman.
You can't experience the Canadian Rockies through a screen. You have to be here with us. Travel through this natural wonder and get a glimpse of amazing. With a glass of wine in one hand and a camera in the other. Aboard Rocky Mountaineer. Canada's Rocky Mountains await. Call your travel agent or Rocky Mountaineer for special offers now.
We're back. Time now for our Lexus must-see video experience. Amazing. You know, I'll be honest, I don't know a whole lot about professional road cycling, but I do know that that is pretty sweet. A Polish mountain bike slope-style rider did an impressive backflip over the Tour of Poland. He even dressed the part, wearing Lycra to boot. In less impressive footage, Kristaps Porzingis is young, big, fast, and strong. So this dunk off the backboard in a game of horse is really no big deal. Dirk Nowitzki tried to follow suit at Team World's practice. Yeah, not so much, man. Dirk tweeted, "I wasn't loose yet." That and he's old, slow, and can't jump, but still one of the NBA's best shooters. We love you, Dirk. Steph and Seth Curry recently were in South Korea appearing on a game show. They were playing a game of 2-on-5, and then the giant inflatables came out. Naturally, right? Steph stole the show as always, throwing the ball off the giant inflatable's head and then converting on the easy layup. The NBA, so global. The Bears had the day off today. That's, of course, after working late last night at Soldier Field at FanFest. The Bears took the road trip north from Bourbonnais for a night practice and their scrimmage. The perfect opportunity for the players to bond on the bus ride and get away from the monotony of camp. It was the first chance for Mike Glennon and Mitchell Trubisky to put on a Bears uniform at Soldier Field. Glennon looked very sharp, connecting with Deion Sims on the 8-yard touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky's best pass of the evening was impressive, a 24-yard rope to Tanner Gentry. Fans got a glimpse of the future with the number 2 overall pick. And Chris Bowden has more from the lake.
After the gloom of last year's Family Fest scrimmage at Soldier Field with the Hronis Grasu season-ending injury, lots of positives, especially offensively, to take out of this one for the Bears. Mike Glennon in the first-string offense set a tone as Glennon went 5 for 5 on his drive, a 9-play, 60-yard drive, capped off by a touchdown pass to Deion Sims.
Only confidence, you know, coming off a 3-13 season, there's not a lot of confidence, but we have a lot of new guys and, new people in that locker room, I think, that have, kind of helped out. We've got more depth, we've got more efficient. We're just, we're a more efficient football team at this stage. So we haven't done anything yet. We're still 0-0 just like everybody else.
Victor Cruz caught a 48-yard touchdown pass from Mark Sanchez, and then almost his second TD in the corner of the end zone from Mitch Trubisky. Trubisky completed 3 of his first 4 passes for 45 yards, and Cruz liked the way he handled himself.
I think he handled it well. I think he controlled the huddle. I think he commanded the team well, and he made some plays out there, man, so it was good to see.
I mean, he's not above the game. He doesn't feel like he's, entitled to anything because he was drafted so high. I think he's coming in eager, young, bright-eyed, just ready to learn the game and grow as an athlete.
Covering the Bears scrimmage at Soldier Field, Chris Bowden, CSN.
FanFest provides a unique opportunity for interaction with the players, and check this out. Leave it to Kyle Long to sign someone's high school diploma. Yep, you see that correctly. The Glenbard West graduate now has a unique signed diploma. John Fox also putting his John Hancock on the page. Kyle Long's BFF is back in the NFL. We want to know how you feel about Cuddy coming back. Like it, love it, or hate it. CSNChicago.com/vote polls. They're still open. Plus, you remember that 18-month hiatus? Michael Jordan played some baseball, then returned to win 3 titles. We're looking at some other short-lived retirements. Jay Cutler, you just made the list.
This is our magnificent mile and a half. These are our monsters of the Speedway. And this is our kind of town. This is Chicagoland Speedway, the Windy City's home for NASCAR, and summer's last big party featuring Josh Turner. The Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series playoffs start here. Get your tickets now at ChicagolandSpeedway.com.
Food, water, internet. We need it to live. But what we don't need are surprises, like extra monthly fees. I See You Fee, played by legendary actress Angelica Houston.
You got me, Mark.
We just want fast internet for one simple rate. For all the streaming and the shopping and the newsing, but most of all, for the this.
Internet for one everyday simple price and no extra monthly fees.
You can't experience the Canadian Rockies through a screen. You have to be here with us. Travel through this natural wonder and get a glimpse of amazing. With a glass of wine in one hand and a camera in the other. Aboard Rocky Mountaineer. Canada's Rocky Mountains await. Call your travel agent or Rocky Mountaineer for special offers now.
Geico Motorcycle. Great rates for great rides.
Bears football is back. Get the full training camp experience on CSN. Presented by State Farm. J.J. Stankovitz and Chris Bowden tackle the top storylines from Bourbonnais. CSN is your home for all things Bears, on air and online. The Charlotte Knights are back on CSN August 20th as they wrap up their homestand against the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Follow the Knights August 20th at 7 on CSN, or stream the game live at csnchicago.com or on the NBC Sports app.
Dare to live in full color with Blue Man Group. The spectacular collision of comedy, theater, rock concert, and dance party all rolled into one. Catch a Boys in Blue at Briar Street Theater. Call 1-800-BLUE-MAN or visit blueman.com. Like it, love it, or hate it, Jay Cutler is back in the NFL, and we want to know how you feel about it. Cuddy's retirement, just a couple months in length, and it got us thinking about some other short-lived retirements. That's the subject of tonight's list presented by State Farm, and we start with the best of the best. Shortly after winning his 3rd NBA championship and the tragic death of his father, Michael Jordan hung up his sneakers on October of 1993. At the time, he felt he had nothing left to prove on the basketball court. 18 months later, and after a failed career playing minor league baseball, MJ announced his intentions to return to the Bulls with the famous 2-word facts, "I'm back." MJ returned to NBA supremacy, winning 3 more titles with the Bulls. MJ's second retirement should have been his last. Unfortunately, we have this video to share with you. Jordan came out of retirement to play for the team he once owned, the Wizards. MJ battled age and injury during his second comeback, a 2-year stretch in the nation's capital, but he did become the first 40-year-old to score more than 40 points in a game. The Rocket couldn't fade away. Roger Clemens retired on several occasions. After pitching for his hometown Astros at the age of 43 in 2006, Clemens famously showed up at Yankee Stadium in George Steinbrenner's box May 6, 2007. The 44-year-old made 17 starts in 07 for the Bronx Bombers, posting a .418 ERA, the third worst of his career in his final major league season. Another player who couldn't get enough of the limelight, Brett Favre. In July of 2008, Vikings head coach Brad Childress announced Brett Favre would stay retired, but a month later, he was suiting up for the Vikings. Favre went on to throw 33 touchdowns, carrying Minnesota to the NFC title game. A year later, he retired for good after Corey Wooten put him down for the count, the same game the Bears clinched the NFC title. And finally, the latest short-lived retirement, Marshawn Lynch. Beast mode sat out all of 2016, but the Skittles-loving running back enjoyed the world, and clearly his taste for the National Football League wasn't gone. Lynch is back in the league, signing with his hometown team, the Raiders. Final chance to weigh in on our fan poll. Jay Cutler's return to the NFL. Like, love, hate. Final results are next. You are in the loop.
Get up and get down at Cricket Wireless with the Cricket Unlimited 2 plan. 2 lines of unlimited data for $80 a month. Plus, get 2 smartphones free when you switch. All on a network that covers over 99% of Americans. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
Esurance does insurance a smarter way, which saves money. They offer paperless billing and automatic payments, which saves paper, which saves money. They offer home and auto coverage, so you can bundle your policies, which saves hassle, which saves money. And they offer a single deductible, which means you only pay once when something like this happens, which saves money. Esurance was born online and built to save. And when they save, you save. That's home and auto insurance for the modern world. Esurance, an Allstate company. Click or call.
Chicago, CSN and P1 Aquacross are giving you the ultimate chance to splash in the summer with your very own Yamaha Wave Runner. Plus free entry to this September's Aquacross race on Lake Michigan. Enter to win at csnchicago.com/P1Chicago today.
If you've ever considered getting a walk-in tub, we have great news.
For a limited time, when you purchase a Safe Step walk-in tub, we'll include our newest feature, a heated seat.
That's a $600 value. Free.
The new dual hydrotherapy system has foot massaging jets
and a microbubble jet that produces bubbles so small they can penetrate pores. Safe Step walk-in tubs are built to maximize safety so you can stay in your home.
Call the number on your screen now for more information.
This is a national health alert from the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one has diabetes, listen closely. Now, regardless of your age, if you have insurance, you may qualify to receive diabetic testing supplies with little to no out-of-pocket cost. If you call right now, you could get a free meter upgrade. In addition, we'll give you a free pedometer as our special gift to you. Call the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline now for details. Toll free at this number. Call now.
So, you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So, pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. And all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. Independence U, for an independent you.
Call 1-800-780-0551.
Subscribe to White Sox Talk podcast today on iTunes or Google Play Store.
Saturday on CSN Plus, the MLS leading goal scorer Nemanja Nikolic looks to pull ahead in the race for the Golden Boot as your men in red take on the Columbus Crew SC. Coverage begins at 6 with Chicago Fire pregame on CSN Plus.
Tune in for the next edition of In the Loop Prime at 10 o'clock. David Kaplan and David DeJesus join me to break down a bad week for C.J. Edwards. Plus, we had the latest reaction to Jay Cutler joining the Dolphins and what the Bears are looking for from Mitch Trubisky in his preseason debut. And now, the best in show. Even David Hasselhoff couldn't save Dirk Nowitzki from this weak dunk attempt. He tweeted, "Okay, I wasn't loose yet. Good excuse, bro, but we're not buying it." That was pretty pitiful. Whatever. We still forgive you. That was, by the way, at Team World's practice. All right, we've been asking you all show long, and we've gotten some pretty great opinions. Jay Cutler's return to the NFL. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? You know, it was pretty even at the beginning of the show, but 74% of you absolutely hate it. You guys are all a bunch of haters, by the way. All right, thank you for watching In the Loop. Don't forget, for sports information 24/7, visit us at csnchicago.com. And don't forget, you can now stream CSN Chicago 24/7. Go to csnchicago.com/watchlive. I'll be back at 10 o'clock with the late night edition of In the Loop.
This is more than a bundle. This is more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home court. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. It's why I'm here.
Here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Nice car. Not so nice scratch. Wouldn't it be nice if removing ugly scratches from your car was this easy? Now with new Finish Scratch Doctor, removing surface scratches is easy. In fact, independent laboratory tests have proven Scratch Doctor to be the best scratch remover available. Scratch Doctor with advanced microtechnology also removes paint scrapes, scuffs, haze, and swirl marks. So get Scratch Doctor.
#1 rated Scratch Doctor, available at Advance Auto, Walgreens, Ace, Target, AutoZone, Walmart, and other leading stores.
You can't experience the Canadian Rockies through a screen. You have to be here with us. Travel through this natural wonder and get a glimpse of amazing. With a glass of wine in one hand and a camera in the other. Aboard Rocky Mountaineer. Canada's Rocky Mountains await. Call your travel agent or Rocky Mountaineer for special offers now.
I admit it. Sometimes I pay for it. We've all got needs. But finding someone who can satisfy without spending too much isn't easy. Luckily, there's a place I can go where I always get a little more for a little less. You're the best, Mr. Sub.
Try a Mr. Submarine value meal today. Order a tasty sub on fresh baked Toronto bread and add an RC and a bag of Lay's for only $1.99 extra. Dive into deliciousness with Mr. Submarine.